Hello, viewers, and welcome back to the 28th episode of the Atypical podcast. I'll be your guest for this evening. My name is Raveen_B.
Like
Your name is
we've
not a
muted
user
him.
tag.
We've muted him so much. We've numbed him down so much, bro. This
Bro,
is
it's
now our
already-
fourth try at an intro.
All right, Raveen_B. Who the hell are you, bro? And where's the other brain? Where's the other brown guy?
He is on holiday back to his home country.
And he's back. He's back.
All right, okay. And who are you?
And I'm one of his friends, but I don't know you lot, so why don't you introduce yourself?
What the?
What?
What?
That's not how this works.
Right.
All right, guys. All right. This is Jay's brother. We're starting the game. We wasted too much time.
They call me
Alright, we're
the
starting on
first
the
best
episode.
Betty. Not because I was born first, but just because I'm better.
I love you so much,
All
bro.
right. Betty's off to a fresh start. All right, we're gonna
I've
start
been
the
dying
episode
for
off.
half an hour laughing straight. I can't.
We're gonna start
Oh
the
my
episode with
goodness.
this or that. Simple this or that. Two alternatives. Pick one. All right. Explain why. Simple. You got it. All right. We go.
All right. I choose
Electric
that.
brush. Oh, say less. You win the game, bro. You broke the code.
Say
All right.
less.
All right. Electric toothbrush versus manual toothbrush.
I mean,
Electric.
you're clearly
Do we just
wrong
say? Do we
if you
just say
choose
it and then move
manual
on
toothbrush.
while we
Yeah.
meant to debate this?
Yeah. No, not every single one is a bit of contention. So yeah.
Right. Electric.
We'll violate though. If
Yeah,
need be.
yeah.
Can't.
Everyone electric.
Electric.
I use manual. Radio or Spotify.
Wait.
Ooh,
What
that's
was
a tough
what
one,
was the first
actually.
thing you said?
Radio or Spotify.
Oh, Spotify light work. Spotify easy. Whitewash, bro. Who listens to the radio unless you're over the age of 90, bro?
There's actually some good stations out
Um,
there.
Insert Rav.
Excuse me. There's actually one banger of a station called Kiss Street. Right?
Kiss Street
and
is
they
correct,
only
Kiss Street.
play 90s and noughties anthems, yeah, and they actually.
Alright,
You know
we've
where those
lost-
songs also exist? Spotify.
Yeah, but sometimes you just need someone to do the work for you. Okay.
Yeah, it's called a playlist.
No, but you. Shut up, yeah.
It's
All
not
right.
wrong.
All right, we're moving on. All in one wash versus separate. So shampoo, head wash, shower gel.
Nah, it's gotta be
Separate.
separate, man. Gotta be
Brother, if you use 2 in 1, you're a kid.
Bro, 4-in-1 is
Rev?
what I'm really referring to. All right, moving on. Physical books versus ebooks.
separate. Physical, 100%.
Physical books.
As in, okay, not an audiobook. Yeah, physical books. 100%. Yeah.
All right, bus or tube?
Tube.
Really?
When I was a kid, I used to like riding at the top of the bus.
He was probably like
The wheels on the bus go round
Exactly.
and round.
Exactly.
All right.
But top front
Uh,
seat on a double decker, yeah, that hits different, bro.
I hear that. To be fair,
This is
Interesting.
Jay's brother, by the way. Inside or outside motive?
Inside. Wait, when you say inside,
yeah.
you mean indoors or in your own home? Because you can be indoors but out of your house, right?
no, he means inside of
He's
of
not
a
wrong.
building.
Right,
Inside
right.
of a building.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
indoors,
mean
for
inside
sure.
of the-
indoors.
Indoors.
Yeah.
Everyone say indoors.
I'm 50-50. No, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, I'm also 50-50. It depends. You don't
It's
want to be
hard.
outside in winter when it's raining, innit?
And sometimes I just don't want to leave and just do something at home.
Yeah.
It's just
Why
more
you
fun.
don't turn up to any moves.
Precisely.
All right. Cereal or toast?
Cereal, 100%, mate. There's way too many varieties of cereal, but there's only one fucking toast. It's cooked bread, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Nah,
that's
but
silly.
There's different types
spread.
of bread, though.
There's different
the
spreads,
spread.
bro.
Yeah, that I did, but he didn't say cereal or bread. He said cereal or toast.
No, the spread.
Ah, the spread. Right. For sure.
The spread and the bread. The toast changes depending on the bread. What are you talking about?
Nah, you have different types of bread, but then when you cook it, it's the same fucking toast, isn't it?
It's just not, though, is it?
It is.
Myself, it's working.
It's working. All right. Osh, what did you say? Sorry.
I would say cereal. As it's
Okay, cereal whitewash.
Look,
Shout out Red
there's no toast killer cafe. All right, that's what I'm saying.
True. He's not wrong. Serial killer cafe. shout out.
All right.
Brother, I'm not getting into this.
Yeah, let's go on.
Every serial killer cafe, yeah, is called a bakery. Imagine that.
All right, words to live by. All right, starter versus dessert.
It's got to be
Starter.
100%.
Starter. I barely eat dessert. I ain't got that much of a sweet tooth. personally.
That's
about you?
unfortunate for you.
We
man.
haven't asked. Wait, we haven't asked my man. What about you?
All I know is dessert because sometimes you can wait 40 minutes at Nando's
Don't
for a
start this shit,
for,
bro.
for a starter, So there's,
What would the starter
What?
be,
Did,
Masa?
did he get some halloumi sticks or some shit?
yeah, of course.
Yes,
There you go.
and guess who it was too? It was your brother.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. But, like, he was waiting for that chili jam, innit? They never gave it. Nando's.
He's
Funny
like
you
Rock.
said
You gotta
that
fix
because that
your
happened
shit,
the other
bro.
week.
Shout out that chili jam though, banger.
So
All
good.
right.
Chili jam's different, bro.
Beach holiday or a city holiday?
City, 100%. Beach is too boring, innit? There's nothing to do.
Wait, beach as in the whole time you're there, you're at the beach.
Unless you
Yeah,
brought your
yeah.
physical book from
Nah.
the previous question, there's nothing to do.
I'd say city too.
City
Yeah,
whitewash.
city.
Okay.
City.
Bottled water or tap water?
Bottled.
Yeah.
Now, you know what hits different, yeah? Is when you refill your bottle with tap water. That's the one.
Why?
Okay.
No
okay.
Wait,
you mean
wait.
so just tap water? You mean so
Let
just
us
tap
think
No,
it-
no,
water?
no, but you have to drink it out of the bottle that previously had mineral water in it.
It makes no difference, brother.
It does. It's still got,
wait,
it's still got some of the minerals imbued into the plastic.
Let me
Right?
Finish. No,
Let
no,
him
no.
sink-
I'm
let him
not. He's
sink in.
burning the meal. He's
Let it
burning. He's
sink
burning
in.
the water.
let it sink in. What did you just say and why? You want to refill a bottle that had mineral water in it with tap water.
Correct.
But what has changed in this process? What have you done?
Well, first of
water.
all, basically what you've done is because of microplastics, right?
Okay.
Gee,
So-
You want to eat
science.
microplastics?
So what you're doing is you're getting some of those mineralized microplastics,
Mm.
and then you're adding to the flavor of the tap water. You see?
Man's
That flavour,
seasoning
eh?
his water.
Brother,
Plastic.
that
With shite.
microplastic flavoring is cancer.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
mean,
say.
look, we're all gonna die one day. You might as well die from at least some decent tasting water. You know?
You might as well drink out of the river then.
Yeah, to be fair, that's fresh, bro. That's fresh.
All
Depends
right.
what river.
Exactly.
All right. Would you rather have a son or a daughter?
Next question. Right? Next question. It depends. Am I living in China or no?
Oh my god. Did he just say that?
They've gotten rid
that's
of
a
one
valid.
child policy.
That's valid question, bro. That's valid
They've
question.
gotten rid of one child policy. I swear.
Now,
No, but that's not to do with that though.
That's not to do with that, bro.
That's
No,
just
I'm
to do-
just saying, like, am I living in a pleasant country to live in or not? Like, am I living
Yeah,
in
that's
China?
what he's saying.
sure that's
I'm
what
not
you're
living in
saying.
China. That's all I was saying, bro.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, I guess that
agree.
went over the top of my head as well. Clearly, what he was
Yeah, yeah.
implying.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, lads.
Wait. Let's answer it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Go on.
Um, That's a tough one. I want both, but first I'd say I'd want a boy.
Really,
personally.
first.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Older brother
Mm.
vibes, innit? For the
Well, it's a
second
bit
one.
biased because I grew up with a brother, so then I feel like I would want a son.
Yeah, but you don't like
you
him.
know? Yeah, to be fair. All right, I have a daughter then.
Yes.
Jay,
That
what
was
you
too
think?
easy.
I honestly wouldn't mind either way, but I'll just say son for now.
But is she Lang then?
Hear that?
What did you just say?
What?
Is the child Leng?
No. I mean, is the wife Lang?
Hopefully, if you're procreating with her.
Right.
Lads, what's going on, man?
Okay.
Hopefully, if she's
Anyway.
your wife.
Anyway, I would say.
I want a they then.
Fair enough.
Right,
Inclusive. I
right.
like that. I would say daughter, probably. I've kind of swing recently.
How can
To
you?
daughter, probably.
Bro, that's not inclusive. Why are you only having a day then? Why can't you have it?
lad, this is getting cut out, bro. Shut the
Why
hell up.
can't
so we
you?
can
Why
move
can't you
on.
have a clown with a red balloon, bro? Why can't you have it? Come on, bro.
This is my.
I can't have a Pennywise.
Exactly.
He's not wrong. Why
That's
can't
not. That's it, bro. You're gonna get cancelled.
Oh, move on, man. What is this?
Yeah,
This
all
game's
right.
taking 10 years.
Okay, don't worry, almost finished. We're almost finished. Justice League or Avengers? Penultimate one.
Watchmen.
Okay, so DC, so Justice League, say less. Rav?
It depends. Are you talking about the movies or are you just talking about in general from the comics and stuff?
Whatever you want, bruv.
Right, movies. There's no question. It's got to be the Avengers, right?
No, just who do you prefer in it? Don't forget the medium format. Forget television and film. Just in
Who
general.
who do you like, bro?
Yeah, who do you like?
I
more?
like all. I'm a freaking weeb, bro. I like them all. Okay, look at this T-shirt
Okay.
I'm wearing right now. Who is that?
Doctor Strange.
Right, that's your
okay,
answer.
there's my
All
answer.
right. So okay.
I asked you stepped out 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Say less. All right, I'll move on. Just want to give one shout out to Rav. Now, speaking of shout out, muzmatch or Tinder. There's a reason why I brought up muzmatch.
Right.
There's a specific reason.
The other brown
however.
guy who outed me last time. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. That other brown guy, the one, the Hamzah Khan.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's not here anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's
now
got
I'm
kicked out.
here.
Wait. But what are the other people's answers before Rav answers?
Oh, muzmatch.
Yes, my guy.
I mean, I'll stick to the halal one. That's all I'll say. Rav,
Yo.
muzmatch for Tinder, bro, and why?
To be fair, so far I've had more success on Tinder. But
Define success.
Yeah, and define. So what's your experience?
to be fair.
Have you scored?
To be fair, I've had the most success in real life, which is 0.
Oh no, you didn't have to do that.
That's
that
2
was-
out of 4 here. It's fine.
You know what? Let's move swiftly on because I don't feel like this is telling enough. So, anybody want to address the elephant in the room? And I'm not talking about Hamzah this time.
Shall we start with
You
that?
calling him fat?
What did you say?
Yes, yes, yes. We are.
No. but
Where is
seriously.
Where is
Yeah.
Hamzah though?
I
Real-
don't
real
know.
talk.
Where is he?
He's enjoying a little
we allowed to say?
vacation, isn't it? I think that's okay to say.
What is he do? What do you think he's doing right now as we speak?
It's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Is it 3 a.m. there?
2, 3.
He's
Let me
probably
quickly check,
fucking
actually.
smoking shisha or some shit.
True, you're not even
my
wrong.
Good.
Oh, it's only 1 a.m. He actually probably is at a shisha lounge. He probably actually is at a shisha lounge, bro.
Someone should video call him right now.
Do you think he'd pick up?
Get him up. Yeah, go on. Why
Can't
not?
we
Why
do
don't
it?
you pick him?
Can't we do it?
Cool. Cool.
To everyone
Meantime-
listening, real quick, I'm just gonna quickly fill him in. Pause. He's basically on a holiday with his brother. He's on a holiday at Turkey with his brother, and yeah, he just doing some exploration as Mr. Hamzah one always does. Now let's call him and see what he says.
What's his surname?
Hamzah Khan.
Hamzah Khan.
There you go. If he doesn't pick up, he's not your mate.
If he doesn't pick up,
Let's all call him. Let's do this. Let's all call him, and whoever he picks up for, he talks.
Does he have his UK number? Or you call him WhatsApp or what?
Yeah, I'm just WhatsApp calling him.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't picking up, brother.
all right. Well, this bit's getting cut out then. So
Dead. Standard Hamzah, I can't lie to you. Unreliable.
all right. Anyway,
Oh, let's do it. Let's
Anyway.
cause carnage. I'm calling still. Hold on.
anyway. Okay, you still calling.
I can't lie. I'm having more fun doing this than anything we've put in the list today. So
Oh, his phone's actually off
how's it off? But it's WhatsApp in there. I
because
guess.
WhatsApp just calls infinitely. His phone's off.
Got you. All right, in that case, yeah, we can't do that. But yeah, Masam, you wanted to take it away to somewhere. The elephant in the room. That isn't Hamzah, the other elephant.
Oh, never mind. That was the
Dude,
only.
look, I know I'm
elephant.
carrying a bit extra weight right now, but come on, man. That's just not
Are you
good.
looking? You're looking slim tick, bro. That's what
Nice,
you
man.
are.
I got a fresh trim. Shout out to Gould Barbers, Slough Tesco, my guy Elvis.
You call that trim?
Wait, his name's Elvis. Like, bro's
I'm
Yeah.
joking, I'm joking.
tough, you know. I actually got to take that back right now.
I love you. I love you, Rev. I love you, Rev. I'll take it back.
This is
Look
fine.
him up
Elvis is the goat, though.
No, he's not, bro.
I mean the barber.
What
Oh,
barber is
okay.
he?
He's
What
actually
barber you at?
sick barber. Bro.
What barber is it again?
It's Gould Barbers.
Where's that?
They're just a franchise, but they got one. If you're in the Slough area, then they got one in Tesco's. Biggest Tesco's in Europe, you know.
Oh, that one.
Oh, shout out the patron. It's the patron home of Atypical. It's the crowning achievement. Historic. Yeah, I'm going to stop there.
All right, muzmatch, yeah.
Anyway, muzmatch. So, Rav, why don't you tell us about your experiences on online dating, bro?
Yeah,
You've
I mean,
used a lot of apps.
hasn't been great.
Fair
I've
to say.
used many apps over the years.
How many apps have you used? Name every single one and tell us your experiences with them.
Bloody hell! I've used
Jesus.
Tinder.
What's the ballpark figure?
Bumble.
Ballpark figure first.
Ballpark is probably about 10.
Jesus.
That's all right. That's not that many.
It's not
Really?
too bad.
What?
I can't name more than 3, bro.
I thought man just downloads one and just use it, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, loads. I know loads of people that have used many.
Is that a thing? I wouldn't
Yeah,
know,
100%.
bro.
You got to be on at least 4 at a time.
Seriously. I'm actually learning, bro.
Wait, this guy knows the algo.
Go on, tell us. This is. We're gonna clip this up, bro. Muzmatch versus Tinder.
I
I'm
was
not joking.
on Tinder, Reddit, looking at my ELO ratings and
That's
shit,
a
bro.
good challenge video.
Yeah. Reddit.
Yeah.
What? You're trying to catch
On
birds on Reddit?
Reddit.
No, on the Tinder subreddit.
They're not gonna be
Looking at how
birds.
to.
What?
R slash. This guy's on r/fuck me, please.
Fuck's sake.
It's called Off R, bro. Come on.
Oh, Reddit.
Bros. Wait, hold
One
on.
of them ones.
Hold on. You need to carry on with the story. Okay, so what do you use Reddit for? And carry on with the rest of your list, actually.
Oh, it's just they tell you
can't-
how to optimize your algo in there, so to get more matches and stuff.
That is the
What?
most.
Is this like
sneaky
r/Tinder?
thing,
Is that
bro.
what you're on? Like, actually getting insights?
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Man's-
once
they're
upon a
doing
time.
data
Chat-
analysis,
he's
bro. They're
chatting
doing
shit.
data analysis on Reddit. / Tinder.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
have you learned
Man said-
anything from it?
I mean, this was long.
The
This was a long time
incremental-
ago now, but yeah,
The
there's some good advice. on
incremental amount of DMs that you put in equivalates to the amount of coochie you get back. Man's doing an algo for fucking Tinder, bro.
Oh my
It's true.
god.
This is elite.
All right, what else have you used then? Carry on. Just
Right, I'll just rank them off, yeah.
fill us in.
I
Yeah.
use Tinder, Bumble, Badoo, OkCupid, Coffee Meets Bagel.
Fucking hell.
I've used
Grindr.
Mill. I've used muzmatch. I've used Boo. I've used You Are My Type.
Boo.
Yeah, that's a new one actually.
This guy's a fucking beta tester. What's going on?
Oh, it's so good, bro. Alright, and what's
there's probably
what would you
a couple of them there. I can't remember.
sure? And what would you say is the best ones and the worst ones? And what's the differences, bro? I swear they're all the same.
Okay,
why do you have
so
10 different ones?
basically, here's the thing, right? You know how like they say like all the companies are owned by like 14 companies,
Mm.
right?
No,
yeah.
but okay.
No, it is a thing.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
right. He's right.
It's like
Oh, you know about that, yeah?
yeah, it's
I
like
actually do.
it's like
I actually
it's
do.
like it's like Coca-Cola,
PepsiCo.
PepsiCo,
Exactly.
Procter
Oh,
and
sorry,
Gamble,
you mean
Johnson
just
Hold
in
it.
Johnson.
life?
Yeah.
you know
I
those
thought you
are
were
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
dating ones.
Yeah.
Never
So
mind.
Oh,
so
no,
in
no,
the
no.
dating world, like 50% of the apps are owned by Match Group. Okay,
Yeah, and that makes sense.
right. So they just went and like as soon as new ones came out, like Tinder and Bumble, they just like bought them up, right? So which
Oh,
means
okay.
that all the ones that they own, oh shit, okay. Okay. Then it's the new ones. Oh yeah, and Hinge as well. He's on. So
Which one's Hinge?
That's a new thing, isn't it? That everyone's on nowadays.
so basically, all the ones that are owned by the same parent company, they basically all operate the same way, which is that they don't give you any matches until you buy premium, and then as soon as you buy premium, they give you like one match, and then they don't give you any more matches until your premium is about to run out. Then they give you one more match to incentivize you to buy premium again.
So
That
have
is-
you ever paid?
Nah, I never paid
Good.
Why not?
Fuck that.
Wait, hold
Fuck
on.
that.
Why not? Why not?
because it's a scam.
He's
innit?
You're looking on r/flipping Tinder.
Yeah.
What's the difference? If you're optimizing it to that point where you're looking at neeks on their little subreddits and
Yeah.
threads, what's the difference? How much is it?
It can go up to like 50 quid a month.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Shaw.
That's fine. Optimizing your algo is
£50
okay.
a month.
Yeah, you know what?
compared
Stay on Reddit.
Yeah,
Stay on
stay on
Reddit.
Reddit, brother.
Stay on Reddit, bro. Reddit got the way.
That's
Wait,
not
no,
even.
completely
explain,
fine.
wait, explain this to me. Break down the cost here. Where's the £50 coming from? What do you get?
You get unlimited likes.
Jay, you don't need to know, bro. All right, you don't need to know.
Not for myself.
Educate the
We're trying to
audience.
help out.
Yeah,
we're trying to
yeah,
help
yeah.
our audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 90% of the people watching are probably virgins, so you're probably right. Carry on, Rev.
Some apps you get to like DM without needing to match and stuff like that.
Whoa.
What's that super like shit? You can swipe up in it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
when you
yeah,
really like
and
someone.
you get boosts, so which will put your picture towards the top of the pile for other people for X amount of time, like 1 hour, 24 hours, stuff like that.
Top of the
Fucking hell.
part. What is that? I'm so lost.
Because you
What
swipe,
does that do?
Because
you
swipe
continuously
through
swipe,
people,
right?
Right.
So it'll lift your profile higher in the stack order for other people.
Okay.
Okay.
right? That's called
does
that's
that-
called a boost, and you get
How-
like one of those a week if you pay for premium.
How does it work in terms of where do you fit into the pile? How does that work? Do you know? Is it
That's
just when
that's
you actually
behind the
sign
scenes,
in?
man. I don't know that stuff.
That's for what you're on Reddit for. I
Why
guess.
does it matter where you are in that pile if people are just swiping through the whole pile anyway?
Because guys are swiping through the whole pile, but women are looking at one guy and deciding, oh yes, no, and they spend the whole day on one guy, right? So you might as well be at the top of the fucking pile. Otherwise, you're never
Yeah,
gonna
he's
get there. If you're
right.
100th on the pile, you're never gonna get seen by anyone.
Yeah, he's right. Because the men are more keen in it. Because I don't know what the demographic is, but obviously men use it.
Is it
way
like
more.
90% men? on
Something
the
like
app?
that. I was thinking that number, but I don't know. That's being.
I need to look
ridiculous.
this up, bro. This is.
Why don't you look it up while we're talking about this? But yeah, so obviously, just think about it. The women are not gonna flipping swipe 100 times because they're not as down bad as some dons who look on Reddit slash. Anyway, Audrey, what is the percentage?
70 to 80% of Tinder users are men.
Oh my
Damn, bro, it's like the
days.
Earth and Barney, bro. It's the same proportion.
Literally, that is crazy. You know. How many times did
Barney.
Yeah, bro.
And this guy's Madagascar trying to find
Bro,
it.
bro, I swear on my life, I was a saying joke, and I was like, I'll just allow it. Madagascar's a big island, okay? Fourth biggest, or
Ooh.
something like that.
Damn.
According
I
to a
think
book
it's
I'm
honest,
reading.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
So
cool.
anyway, Rav, fuck all that. How's the bird that you linked on muzmatch, bro?
Wait, hold on. Before that, we need to address the actual elephant in the room. Is you're not Muslim.
Right, but I appreciate the Muslim values.
Okay, so what you like traditional women?
Oh yeah,
This is a
100%.
tightrope you're walking right now, young man, you know.
Plus, I mean, I eat halal anyways. So it's fine.
But
He's
you
not
don't.
wrong.
But
Yeah,
you
but
literally don't.
He doesn't though.
I do though.
But you eat gelatin.
Okay, that's the one exception.
Do you feel bad? Do you feel bad that you might be misleading some Muslim women?
I mean, I'll come clean eventually. But so far, there's been no need to because I'm going to fucking matches anyway.
I thought you matched a couple, didn't you?
I matched one person that she unmatched me, so it doesn't matter.
Is this
I
the one
feel
that we
like-
had the whole thing about?
Yeah, yeah. Spoiler
Fuck that
alert.
bitch.
Go back a few episodes and catch up on this story.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, actually rehash it again for the audience because they're not.
Nah, allow that, bro, allow that. I don't even remember the full story. It was a long time ago.
Speaking of muzmatch and all that stuff, and Reddit, I saved this Reddit post literally 2 years ago because I knew one day it would come in handy, and it's come in handy.
Mad.
So there was a
2 years.
post on Ask Reddit that has 62,000 upvotes. Right, it popped off, and the question was redditors that worked with a dating company, i.e. Tinder, Bumble, whatever. What's the most insane user stat or behind the scenes facts that you know about?
Nice.
And I'll read through some of the top comments, right, because they get a bit nutty and give an insight into how messed up some of these apps are. So the first person said, I had a friend who works for, let's just say Tinder, but one of those companies.
Sure.
And their entire job was to remove inappropriate images. So 5 days a week, they were essentially looking at nudes and deleting them
Wow.
off.
So this
And-
is very
on.
similar to your TikTok story, the censorship stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously the users that send these news don't know that moderators are looking at them.
Hmm.
I guess you could kind of guess sometimes, but that's still a bit of an invasion of privacy, I guess.
Definitely is.
My ex-boyfriend worked for the Yahoo Italy dating site back in the early 2000s. His job was to pretend to... Alright, I'll read it this way. His job was to pretend to be a woman and message male customers just as their accounts were going to expire. This would encourage them to pay to renew their subscriptions, and once they renewed, they would ghost them.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, there's lots of bots on these apps, you can tell anyway. And often, sometimes people have reported that, you know, it will show like how many likes you have, but often those are fake. So, for example, you can't see likes are hidden unless you have premium. So it'll just show you the number. It'll show you like, oh, you've got 3 likes. It won't show you who those people are until you buy premium.
It's like LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah. And then when
Like who's seen
once
your
you buy
profile?
premium,
Who's seen
then
your
you look at those
profile?
profiles and you see their bots.
Okay, got you.
Would you rather?
got you.
How
you
would you
rather
know?
get- Go on.
You don't only know it's a bot if when you start talking to them, or do you know from their profile that it's a
I
bot?
mean, they just got one picture and no fucking bio. It's clearly some fake shitty profile.
That's mad, you know.
Do you use
Every
the
app
same-
has bots now, bro. That's
Yeah,
mad.
it's nuts. Do you use the same bio for every one of these 10 dating apps?
Do I?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Some of the apps don't even have bio sections. They just have where you can like answer a few questions about yourself and what they call prompts. So it's like
Sure.
you will say, "Oh, my ideal first date is," and then you fill in something, and
We're
you
gonna
just
talk
have
about
like
it
3 to 5 different prompts just to initiate conversation, and that's your whole profile, basically. Those and pictures.
Do you have any
Yeah.
funny ones you can remember on the top of your head?
I
Funny
got
prompts.
a few at the moment. Actually, I can
Yeah, go on.
I can share.
Yeah,
a
drop
few.
it. Drop it like it's hot.
While he's finding that, I'll read some of the stats here.
Yeah.
Guys swipe right on 47% of profiles. Women only swipe right on 12%.
I'm be honest, it's pretty low for the guys.
Do you think?
Yeah.
But you imagine how many clap dudes are there, bro?
But yeah, also I mean a lot of them are bots, right? A lot of them are bots.
I'm silent. Yeah, but the thing is, 47%, Jay. You're telling me a guy is not swiping right? Is it the good way? Rav, expert? Which
Yeah,
one's the good
yeah,
way?
right.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah, so you're telling me that guys, I'm sure they're just spamming right, especially if it's like the women are 10%. Because how can the guys be picking that situation, right? 47 seems really low, all things considered.
I got another one for Bumble.
Go on.
So this person used to work at Bumble, and they say globally, so we kind of got this stat right. Globally, about 90% of users are men on Bumble.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Bumble's the one where is it the woman
Yeah, she has
has to
message
say hi first?
Yeah.
So okay, so this one's actually funny because
By the
on
way,
social
bro,
media
women
nowadays,
have no fucking riz, mate. Honestly.
Bro, and you do, yeah. Bro, give us a line. Give us a line, bro.
That's a line. I don't fucking.
Yeah,
know.
what's your Tinder opening?
Did any of
line,
you
bro?
guys do A-level chemistry?
Yeah.
Is it?
you're talking to the wrong crowd.
If there was
I
this
did
one,
it.
there was this one,
Oh, this guy.
there was this one
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
that matched. She was a pharmacist, yeah.
Sure.
And then I said, it's like Beyonce's song. If you like it, you should have put a benzene ring on it.
All right,
You
now I
said that.
understand why you use 10 dating apps.
Oh,
You should have
shut
started
up.
off with that, bro. You should have started off with that. I get it now. All right.
Wait,
Oh
a
my
typical
God.
episode where we create Rav's profile for him and
Yeah,
get
yeah.
matches and
If
stuff,
if
yeah?
people want that,
All right.
Right. Put a like in the comments
So-
if you want that. Leave
What was
a
it?
comment
On-
if you know some good tips.
yeah. And listen, if I read the comment and the comment is coming from Ravine_B, then I know something's up. Okay. Yeah, go on, Jay.
_B on the anonymous form. Yeah. On social media nowadays, you'll always see like these TikToks and memes of people saying that guys don't do enough when they try and chat to people on dating apps, right? Like it's like a
We
given
send
that
pics. What more do you want?
yeah, everyone said like you see it all the time. Like there's some given rule that a guy has to come and say some chat up line or do something to get the woman's attention,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, this stat out of the 90% of user base is men, but the women have to start the conversations. And it says that around 85% of conversations were just the word "hey." That's it.
Told you.
So and that's
Bro, this
Bumble,
is like-
yeah, and that's
That's
Bumble.
Bumble. That's
It's
women's
women.
riz.
Told you.
85% say hey, bro.
The thing is, from a woman's perspective, that's all it takes. That's all it, because we are thirsty creatures, bro. Trust me.
Is that all
If-
it takes?
Trust me. If you don't have values and if you don't have values and you're not Rev and you're on these apps, chances are you're trying to mash. You're most likely men are on Tinder to mash than to actually wife someone up. In my opinion, from my experience as well, from what I've seen, they're always trying to. Everyone's like, oh, I linked a bird from Tinder and I mashed. I didn't fucking marry her. You know what I'm trying to say? So in that sense, I feel like
It's not the same for Bumble
Hey.
though. Surely one of these dating apps are actually used for commitment.
Yeah,
right?
there have to be some.
they all are. But I'm saying there's
Yeah,
obviously
I know
a
Tinder's
demographic
been
there is.
fully. Yeah.
I'm sure they all have a demographic that is actually for a real purpose. But let's be real.
What's that one that everyone
It's an
uses
easy
in
access, bro.
There's that one in America everyone uses. Is it not in the UK? Like I think it's called Plenty of Fish or something.
Bruv?
Yeah,
Rev?
yeah, the UK has plenty of fish. I've never tried it personally. But it is
Oh, it's
Jump
like
on that next,
everyone,
bro.
everyone that ever comes on
catfish.
catfish is like, I'll bet you on plenty of fish
Yeah.
every single time.
The thing is, a lot of
That's
these
how you
apps, they used
know.
to be better back in the day, but they've changed with the monetization and gamification and stuff like that.
Fortnite,
thing
bro,
is,
it's ruined
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, true. Season pass. You tell me the season pass on Tinder,
There's a
bro.
battle pass on Tinder.
That is
Wait, you
nice,
know what?
bro.
Hit up
What
the
you get?
freaking marketing team. Yeah, tell them.
Horseshoe?
I'm on it. I'm not doing work again.
I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, the thing is, with all these apps, right? I don't know how this works economically. Like, there's got to be something with their financial model, because their financial model is all about trying to lose customers, in it. In theory,
Well, exactly.
Trying to retain.
yeah. So how
So,
do you?
I mean-
how do they? Where is the balance? That's what I'm always interested in these dating apps. Like, where's the balance?
Well,
Because
why do you
everybody's
think?
eventually.
You know, for every one guy that says that they found success on the dating app, there's 10 guys that said they didn't find any success. So the idea
Agreed.
behind these apps is that they want you to give you enough matches for you to keep on using the app, but not enough matches that you don't use the app anymore.
Yeah, I can
Hmm.
hear that. I also think that the way they match people is off interest, right? Am I right, Rev?
Depends
in
on
saying
the
that?
app. Depends on the app.
Okay, so if it's Tinder, for example, if we're taking that into
Sure.
consideration, how would it work?
Tinder has no interest section. At least last time I used it, and that was a few years ago now.
So how are they matching people? Is it just it turns up on that deck, that's it, and then you swipe left and right?
Yeah, so the underlying algorithm, I don't know. That's probably trade secret.
That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
assuming
Maybe
that is completely random, then it is just if the two people swipe together.
Oh, okay.
Then
Yeah.
the two people swipe on
Yeah.
each other.
Okay, fair. If it's randomized, then what's the chances of you finding the one in that sense on the app anyway?
Right, but also you have to look at the demographic of users as well. Like how many of them are of the type of person who's, as you said, as you rightly said, who are those users that
Yeah.
are looking for that on Tinder? You know what I mean?
So my idea was, if it is to do with, like, if there is an app that is using interest instead of just randomization,
Mm.
then isn't there a chance that the app just to maybe this is my theory. This is a big theory, but imagine it's like, oh, we want to match these two people who aren't completely compatible, and they're just trying to, talk for the sake of talk, but it's not going to go anywhere. Or even match two people that aren't compatible at all for the sake of saying you've got a match, so it sells you the idea psychologically, but then it's not going to go anywhere. Do you get me?
Mhm.
Yeah, I do. So there have been, and there are some apps out there that do go more off of interests. And what's becoming even more popular recently is this idea of personality types. So like Myers-Briggs personalities, right?
Yeah.
We
So-
did one.
Shout out that Myers-Briggs episode.
Yeah.
So they'll even like try to match you
The
based on
Instagram
that.
post. Yeah.
Probably the most famous one of those back in the day was OkCupid.
Oh, I
Um,
remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I've heard of that.
That
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't that wasn't the psychological one. That was the one that did it on interests. And
Okay.
they had very extensive questionnaires that you could fill in, and they would give you kind of like a percentage score of how closely you match with this person. 69.
Bro, how do you know
69%
so
close.
much? What's going on?
Bro, he's had 10 years. Sorry,
you
10
did.
dating apps,
10
bro.
years.
Not 10 years. Not 10 years.
But
Jay
cool.
sounds genuinely concerned for his brother, by the way.
Yeah.
Jay's like, brother.
unfortunately,
okay.
what ends up happening with these previously very good apps is then they get a bit too big for their boots. They try to go too heavy into capitalism, and then they kind of,
The-
tank on the
Yeah.
on
The
the user
reality is, though-
experience, and it turns back into another Tinder.
To be
You
fair,
understand.
everyone did say OkCupid was one of the best ones back in the day.
Oh, is
Is
it,
it?
Jay? When you were at 3? Say less. Before we move on to the next topic, though, very on theme because we just filmed one. I'm curious, Rav.
Mm.
What is your red flag, mate? Give me something that's a deal breaker. Anything.
Red
I'll give you
flag.
some- Yeah, red flag.
Does it
bro.
have to be like actually something like important?
No, it's whatever it is to you, bro.
Right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
whatever.
something like that's like fully icky for me. Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
Oh yeah, man got
Fully
the ick.
I
Don't say
hate,
ick, bro.
I hate
for
it.
adults.
Yeah, actually
Yeah.
hate it when those girls come in with those freaking long ass fake nails. Yeah, like it looks like you're a fucking witch. Yeah, honestly, what the fuck are you doing?
Bro, you don't like the Cardi B long fingernails.
I honestly, it's disgusting,
back
bro.
that.
What the fuck are you doing with your life? Okay.
Okay. What's the length? What length do they have to be like? Okay, so no go.
Possible,
That's
yeah.
quite-
If it's just like, I don't know. You know, like I think it's called like French tips.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's okay. Like that's not too bad. Yeah. So if
Okay,
they
okay.
start
We've got an
putting that
expert.
like acrylic shit, like lashing on to their fucking nails, like what the fuck are
Jeez.
you doing? Man?
All right, so you're telling me you bust, so you're not busting out a ruler to check out the millimeters and not doing all of that.
I haven't gone that in depth. No.
Rav,
Oh,
what if it's acrylic, yeah, but it's not too long? It's not too much longer than their actual nail. Like it looks realistic.
Then what's the point? I don't understand the point.
Maybe they can't grow nails. Maybe they've
I
just
did
damaged
not
nails.
expect this conversation.
Okay, if it doesn't look like you're fucking boiling a frog eyes and shit, yeah, then that's calm. Okay, you know, like
Okay.
wait, Masan, you play Skyrim, yeah?
yeah, of course.
I think there's
What's going on?
there's a creature in
Let
there.
it happen. Let it happen.
There's a creature in there called like a Hargreave or something.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If
yeah.
you got
I'm
nails
slapping
like
Hamzah,
that,
slap it on.
yeah, you're done. Okay, you're finished.
Wait, Hamzah, slap a
it.
pick up.
Slap
bro.
a
Yeah.
What's
pick up.
going on?
Slap a
Well, how do you
pick up.
spell this? I'm looking it up. right now.
Hargreaves, bro. It's Owen Hargreaves without the Owen, bro.
I think it's like a witch.
Hargreave.
If I got it correct, I haven't played since
Alright.
2011. That game.
Okay, and also it'll be so funny if he's just waffling. By the way, and Hargreaves.
Hagraven.
Hagraven.
disgusting.
Wait, hold on. Let me look. Let me look. But
This
while,
is disgusting.
Jay,
like
chuck,
a
it-
witch,
chuck the
innit?
picture in. Chuck the picture chat.
But you got to
then
zoom
Rav-
in on the nails, bro.
Bro, that's
Cool.
Leng. What do you mean, fam? She has a bad boy figure, bro.
All right. Anyway, moving on. And then, what would you say is a green flag, Rav? Finally,
A green
before we move
flag.
on. Yeah. a
Okay,
green flag,
alright,
AK.
that's quite
They have
easy,
to have,
actually.
by the way. They have to have it. It's not an optional. Like, oh, it's a nice, to be a good thing. Have to have it.
They have to have it. Okay, you
Yeah,
have to
short
be
nails.
able. You have to be able to have a discussion without it turning into an argument.
Interesting. It's
Okay.
communication. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be able to like reasonably discuss a difference of opinion without just turning into like shouting and screaming.
Asking for too much, G.
Okay.
Not in this day and age.
What would you, Rav? What would you say is worse? Someone who gets very emotionally charged and turns discussions into arguments, or someone who can't handle the emotion of a discussion and then leaves every time things gets too much?
To be fair, like leave is fine because sometimes you just need to cool down and clear your head. So that could be better in some cases.
What if they don't address it again though afterwards, after leaving? They just like fuck it, I'll walk out, and then we don't talk about it again. We just brush past it.
Right. I mean, they're both equally as bad, then, aren't they? In either scenario, you're not getting to the end result of the issue. So what's the result is the same.
But would you prefer the confrontation, the fire in the woman, or would you just be like, all right, fine, she walked out. Here's what it is.
Just whichever one's got bigger titties, isn't it? To be fair.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. My brother.
Hamzah is gonna hate this episode. He's got a
Sounds like a him
lot of
problem.
work.
Sounds
Bro,
like
it's
him
his own
problem.
fault.
Lot
He
of
left.
work. Yeah, you know what? That is a lot of work for him. All right, I don't even know where to move on for that. So, Rav, very interesting stories. I'm curious though. Obviously, you being a brown man, clearly.
Really? Nah, I
Um,
couldn't tell, mate. One time at uni, I tried a new facial hairstyle, and some guy said I looked
Yeah.
Mexican.
What did you
Were they
have?
blind?
Mexican skin
Were they
color
blind?
is quite similar.
What did you have? Did you have a mustache?
Yeah, I had like
Anything else?
goatee. I think I had goatee.
Got you.
So this guy is racially stereotyping. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
Papi.
What's that actor that just plays a Mexican in every film?
Oh
Hector.
yeah.
Him, bro.
Hector. What's his name, brother?
Oh,
Fuck
not
it.
another image. Hamzah to chuck on, bro.
Isn't it Hector
Alright.
Hector Rodriguez? Isn't it?
Is that his name?
Is his actual name actually Hector?
No, I'm not. Even.
That's
I swear every character he plays has the same name as well.
He's such a neat. Hector Rodriguez is the CEO of Optic Gaming, brother.
Whoa.
That is
Whoa.
not-
Who the hell?
That's
Yeah,
Optic
it's
X,
not
bro.
Hector.
Is
Yeah,
that like
it's not
Phase
Optic X.
Optic? Is that like them?
Yeah, the man.
Right.
That's two different. I'm not even.
Yeah, anyway, I'm waiting for then I can actually bring up why I brought up this topic. And when I look up, we're talking about phase and optic. Okay, so what's your thoughts on arranged marriage then, or set up marriages? Actually, there's a distinction, obviously. When I'm saying arranged, what I'm really referring to is just the setup. not forced.
Hmm.
So, what do you think about a set up marriage then?
Yeah, I mean, I think it can work, as long as I think two things. Number one, as long as the kind of feelings or rather involvement of the parents and family doesn't override the underlying compatibility of the two people. Right? That's number one
Got you.
criteria. And number two criteria, as long as the timeline works for both individuals. So I think the thing that kind of puts me off arranged marriage sometimes is it can be very fast moving.
That was my next.
Yeah, basically you're like, bang, married in a
You got
year,
6
right?
months, bro.
Exactly, and like
Ticking time bomb.
that wouldn't
Jay,
work for me
Hoshi,
personally.
taking notes?
So if the timeline
yeah.
works, then yeah, no harm.
Timeline.
No
What are
foul.
you saying then? How long would you realistically have to date someone before you commit to marrying them? Would you say?
I would say I'd like. I could maybe get away with 2, but ideally 3.
Right. And Jay, how
Years,
long you
yeah.
been dating for? No, he's
Wait,
talking about
hold
months,
on.
bro. He's talking about months.
Wait, what was your question? Was it how long before you get married, or how long before
Yeah.
you think
How
about
long?
getting an arranged marriage?
No, definitely. That was
How
not the
long
second
before you
question.
get
It was the
married?
first one.
That was
Yeah.
minus.
Yeah, how
that was
long have I
minus
been
2
dating?
years, bro.
Yeah. And how long you been? How long you been dating, Jay?
Let's not get into that. It's about the same.
Okay, cool.
But obviously, there's
Hoshi?
an age difference between us. Right? I'm at a different point in my life right now.
So I've got an interesting story on that same tangent, right? Cinderella, for all the viewers who know Cinderella,
Mm.
right? Can't say the person's name, right? So they told me similar situation, how they were potentially set up in arranged marriage or set up marriage thing. So I'm gonna relay the story because it's pretty funny because it pretty
Wait.
much personifies.
Wait. What you've just said has completely
Sorry, that's
just...
completely wrong. It's a potential setup situation. I should.
Seriously,
Yeah. Yes.
mad.
Yes.
That is mad. What the fuck?
why you
What is happening?
Yeah, no, why are you dramatizing it that much, bro?
I thought we were fading reactions here, bro.
What did you
flipping
get in
killed
drama?
it. You've
What grade
killed
did you
it.
get?
You believe me, brother?
No, you did not believe it. I was like, what are you doing right now? You're time wasting for everybody. You know what? Should we just cut this bit out? You've kind of you've kind of derailed the whole topic. Anyway, Rav, this is an interesting story. You'll enjoy this. So I'll just relay exactly how you communicate to me. Okay. So he goes, bruv, walked into Asda after work, met my mum there. Walk in and she's standing next to an auntie. Walk up and they're staring and talking about me. I hear auntie go like, yeah, he's too smart. Sorry, he's tall, he's smart. Instantly I clock Rishta, right? And then then he goes, brother, she looked at me up and down. I'm staring at mum like, what's going on? Help me. Of course, she does the opposite and makes things worse. Auntie goes, I've seen him now, consider it done, right? And the funniest thing is that auntie, it's not even related to the girl. It's another friend of a friend of a friend.
They're all
right?
friends of friends of friends.
They're all friends of friends of friends. And I have another story that can't be said about a person who posed, who pretended to be one of the aunties in the auntie WhatsApp group chats. To
As
basically,
in like a dude.
Yep, a dude.
But
a dude.
where are these chats? Can someone send me a link or something?
Link
If anybody knows the auntie WhatsApp group chat, send it.
we
in
we
the
want them
comments,
to
bro.
do create a QR code for you. Link to this
Oh my
auntie
god.
chat.
So there you go, bro. There's always those avenues. You can always pretend to be an auntie. If all else fails. If the 11th dating app doesn't work.
Right. Safe.
See? Inspirational. You wouldn't get this
Appreciate it.
advice anywhere else.
Thanks, man.
Your brother's not helping you out. Has your brother helped you at all?
No,
Double dates.
This guy hasn't asked for help.
I always everyone says that the best way to meet people is through friends of friends. So, but none of my friends have any fucking friends.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're
I
all
don't
lonely.
think you're gonna find that here either.
Exactly. So what for fucking waste, isn't it?
Long day.
Waste
Long
of my
day.
time.
My Sam has friends, innit? Sort them out.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, lads. Let's we've clocked
This
we've
guy,
clocked,
bro.
we've clocked the whole we've done it, we've rinsed it dry. What are we talking on?
All right, this is a massive year for blockbuster films, AAA titles. We got huge directors that are coming in and making massive AAA, multi-million-dollar films, and we got all of the best actors really on projects right now that are releasing
True.
around this summer, autumn time. So, what is the singular film that you are most looking forward to?
What name some of the films just so everybody's
All
aware
right,
of them.
we've got Barbie,
Banger.
Into the Spider-Verse 2, Transformers, Age of the Beast or something, one with all the
Yeah,
animals.
Battle of the Beast, something like that.
Battle of the Beast, Oppenheimer, blowing off real, well, I don't know if they're real nukes, but real bombs that were on set.
Yeah.
There's Flash, there's Guardians of the Galaxy, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Indiana Jones.
Oof.
They said real nukes. Imagine it was real nukes and a
I
fucking
think
real
there's
there were-
something.
There
there's
were massive
something.
bombs.
Yeah, I think there's
It can't be
something.
nuclear though.
No,
surely.
it's not. It's
Nah,
not
not
obviously a
nuclear.
proper nuke, but I think it's something to do.
They are
I
doing
mean,
real bombs.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was something that was the catchy headline. Obviously,
Nolan.
It can't be.
Of course it's
Nolan.
real.
He's
It's-
nuts. He's nuts.
Bro planted a fucking field for what do you call it? Interstellar, bro. Like a
Did
real
he?
field. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
For that field scene was all real plant, actual
Mad.
crops.
I'm gonna be real though. Might be a bit of a hot take. Out of all those movies you just listed, Oppenheimer might be the one that's least on the list. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Nolan.
Serious.
Yeah, I like Nolan a lot, but the thing is, Oppenheimer is just looks a bit too serious. Doesn't look fun, which is fine.
Too serious.
It's Nolan.
Yes, but you say that, but it's not like Dunkirk was incredible. Like Dunkirk was good. Tenant, bit of a mess of a film,
Tenet was
right?
Fucking atrocious.
Tenet
bro.
was tragic.
That's what I mean. So there's no guarantees a hit. I just feel like Oppenheimer is an interesting story because it's non-fiction and it's an important story to tell. Doesn't necessarily mean I'll have more fun than Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, fun wise is something. Into the Spider Verse is gonna. Barbie and Into the Spider Verse is gonna ruin all of these, bro.
I literally just saw.
Let's be real,
Are you actually excited for Barbie?
bruv. Differently,
I'm excited for Bobby as well.
differently is
I'm excited.
Margot, fam.
Well, it's funny.
And Emma.
'cause- It's funny because I'm more excited because of Ryan. Because he looks jokes as Ken.
He does, to be fair.
He
He
looks
does.
jokes,
He does, to
bro.
be fair. He looks sick. Isn't Michael Cera making a comeback as well, bro?
Yeah.
After
yeah.
years of not acting,
Yeah.
Who's
Madness.
Michael Cera? I don't even know who that is.
he's in like.
He's
is it
in a
Scott
lot
Pilgrim?
of comedy. He always plays the beta male character.
Yeah,
You'll know him when you play it.
super bad. That's what he's in.
Yeah,
Jonah
he's
Hill?
in Superbad. It's him and Jonah Hill.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
McLovin.
Scott
Is it
Pilgrim.
McLovin?
No. It's the
No,
other
no,
one.
no. The other one.
Oh.
But anyway, what are you thinking? Do you think? I mean, Oppenheimer looks fun. Obviously, I'll still watch it. But I'm gonna be real. The Barbie and Oppenheimer both come out the same day. I'm watching Barbie first, bro. I'm watching Barbie first. I'm watching Barbie first.
I'll right there holding your hand. Watch it. What?
Whoa.
What?
What?
So
I
you'll
meant-
be my Ken doll. Ah,
No,
see.
I'll be your Barbie.
All right, that's anyway. What are the two brothers saying? What are you man saying?
I literally just saw the Across the Spider Verse trailer last night. That shit looks next level, mate. Actually,
Mhm.
next
Can't
level.
wait,
That's gonna be mad. I'm gonna go showcase. What's that?
bro. Bond showcase. I want to go BFI IMAX, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. BFI IMAX was disappointing when we went, man.
Boo.
Was it?
bro.
Well, it's not
I
fair
completely
because for a tall
disagree.
guy like me, there's no fucking leg room, man. It's just not.
What's a good cinema with good legroom then? Are you just gonna say showcase?
Okay, I like View
even-
as well. To be fair, I know people hate on View, but it's got a nice.
As
legroom.
well.
This guy's
Sorry,
taking the piss.
Next question.
I'm actually very excited for Oppenheimer because I
Sick.
think the cast is going to carry it highly. I'm
Yeah.
excited for the cast.
Yeah.
But
Gillian Murphy is going to be there, bro. He's going to be sick, and it's
Peaky
just
Blinders.
got so many mad people.
to be fair, though,
I don't know
that's
how to
insane.
feel about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is it directed by Seth Rogen?
No, I think he's executive producing it.
Okay, that's a difference then. I heard that he was directing it, and I thought, I was not.
I'll
that
double check, but I can't lie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm flipping so gassed, unbelievably
sick.
gassed.
To be fair,
It's the
though,
one
I
film-
also saw the trailer for Transformers last night.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Speak it.
Bro,
Shout out.
freaking Peter Cullen, yeah. My guy is different, man.
Yeah, bro.
These two, yeah.
Finally, we can talk about Transformers. We've taken like 50 episodes to talk about Transformers.
Go on then.
Jay,
I
you're
just want.
confused.
Honestly, at this point, I'm
You're still
more
waiting for
excited
the
for the
Cybertron
Transformers.
review, aren't you?
I'm more excited for the Transformers animation that's coming out, which is gonna be Cybertron based than this, because they're pulling out shit out their ass. Where do these animals come from?
There's
There's no
actually
coherent story anymore.
listen, bro. Does it matter? When I saw the still frame
It
of
matters.
Optimus looking at a gorilla robot, it's over. It's over. Immediately, all the hormones in my brain just started shooting
It
off.
actually looks decent. Everyone in the comments is saying like Michael Bay's back and that.
He's not back.
Well, let's find out. We
the,
want to
the new Gojira Kong is way more hype than Gorilla Transformers.
You'll have to
Yeah, but
do
that's not fair
you'll
though,
have to
innit,
do a
bro?
reaction
That's not
video
fair.
after you watch the film. You have to come back instantly back on a pod. Reacting.
Yeah, on my own. Nobody else is going to join me.
Nah,
No,
still
we'll
watch it
come.
opening weekend. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like Transformers has just become another franchise like Fast and Furious, where they go in space and the shit, and it's just all for the sake of peas, isn't it? It's not.
I'll tell you what.
Moved away from the original storyline in that sense. And
I'll tell you what, I would rather watch 11 flipping Transformer movies than watching even one of the Fast and Furious ones,
Ditto.
bro.
Nah.
Fully
Oh, I'm
agree.
not gonna lie
Some of
to
the
you.
old school ones
Fully
are decent,
agreed.
man.
Nah, bro. The first 3 Fast and Furious movies were better than the first 3 Transformers movies.
I know everyone says this, but
Ooh, I gotta disagree,
Ooh,
bro.
that's a hot
I'm
take.
not sure about
bro.
that
That's a
one.
hot take.
Yeah, I can't back that. I can't back that.
100%.
The
Nah,
first
bro.
Transformers movie was different, man.
Bro, yeah.
bro,
Jay, you're wrong.
Megan Fox, brother.
Oh, for
That was when
fuck's
every boy became a man.
Bro,
No, stop being a
Linkin Park.
child and be a real man and talk about robots, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah.
True. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I let you down.
Yeah, bro. Karen talking about Barbie as well, honestly.
But actually, I really like Fast 5, to be fair.
Is that just before?
That's
that
the
was
one in
like
Brazil where they
just-
steal the safe.
That is a horrendous.
No, I really like that.
That is a
one, man.
bad film, bro.
Really?
That is a bad film. That is a bad
Yeah,
film,
bro.
which is completely focused around that one stunt. That's the stunt piece when they got the safe and it's
Yeah.
on
Yes,
the
they
car,
got
right?
safe.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I can tell you from
But
that
that
movie,
was
and I
cool,
watched
man.
it.
That was cool. And
what I
this
mean.
is Brazil, bro. This is Brazil.
No,
Can't
I'm be real,
forget
yeah.
that.
Isn't that the film where Han died?
Oh, it's spoiler.
Oh
To
no,
be
it
fair, the
spoiled
movie
the
came out
film
10 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
can't lie.
I'm joking, brother. Relax.
You don't even remember. Okay, good
No,
I
shit.
don't
you
even
were
watch
being
the film,
serious.
bro.
Okay, so okay, let's just say least and most anticipated. Then I would say, off the top of my head, most anticipated probably Spider-Man, but I think almost everyone's gonna say Spider-Man, so I'll go different. Say Flash. Least Oppenheimer.
What? Least
That's what I'd
anticipated
say.
Oppenheimer? You literally said you were hyped for it.
Yeah. Yeah, but relatively speaking, innit? I'm hyped for all these movies. I'm gonna watch all of them.
I'm
but out
not
of
really
all the
hyped for
big...
Barbie. And I'll be honest, I don't
Oh,
think
shit, he doesn't
Indiana
know.
Jones 5 is going to be good. I think
Fair.
Harrison Ford is just a bit too old now. No offense, but
He is old. How old is he now, bruv?
He's old. He's almost. Let's see. Let's take guesses. What are we saying?
My man needs to stunt triple,
What's
bruv.
it?
He's
You
at
hear
least
that?
in his 60s now.
70s,
Bro, he's
bro.
way over
70s.
60s. He's 70s minimum. I'll tell you that.
Bruh, what an
I wanna
OG,
say
bro. Fair
77.
play.
77? What are we saying? Higher or lower?
I'm gonna say 80.
Jay?
80, that seems too old. I'll
Go
say
on, Jay.
lower than 77.
We've got a bingo horseshoes. He's 80.
Oh, really?
He's
He's
80.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
bro.
googled it.
How's the
Top-
dog still walking? Oh, Google.
Top 5. Actually, it's funny you say that. He was in a plane crash. He was in a plane
Oh, wow.
crash. So it's.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was before the news Star Wars movies. He was in a plane crash because he can solo pilot, and it was one of those.
And so, sorry.
Oh my god, bro, we forgot about fucking
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, man.
Oh, is that coming
does
out?
That change your list?
Yeah,
Does that change
bro.
this?
Honestly, since the new trilogy, yeah, they've just been getting better and better and better. I'm actually hyped.
So
for
you'd say
Impossible,
Mission Impossible is your number one?
number 2 after Spider-Man.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is everyone gonna say Spider-Man?
Yeah, but if
Jay,
you
what's your-
exclude Spider-Man because that's obviously hype, then I'm gonna say Mission Impossible because that shit looks nutty.
Go on, at least. What are you saying, least?
Least, yeah, probably Barbie.
Yeah.
innit?
No, bro.
I haven't
I
seen
give you a
the
second
trailer
chance.
for it. I'm assuming it's just about fucking dolls and shit.
Nah, bro, it's a real life. It's
Right.
it's a heart wrenching movie. Bro.
Right.
You're missing out, brother. I'm telling you.
Of course.
I'm telling you. Jay, you tell me what are you doing with this list, bro? How are you gonna order it?
I'm most hyped for Oppenheimer, even though Massam put it least. Because I love real life films. They're always what I find the most enjoyable. Spider-Man would
last?
probably be second, but I've seen nothing for it. No promo, no trailers, so I'm going into it with zero understanding.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go and like have fun with it. I don't
Looks
really
good, bro.
care about watching stuff beforehand. Rav brought up Mission Impossible. Couldn't give two tosses, mate.
This guy thinks Mission Impossible is not as good as James Bond.
Yep.
Oh,
I
that
stand
is
by that.
Yeah, but that's
I
like,
disagree,
what are you
man.
comparing? There's like
Yeah,
over
how-
25 James Bond movies. There's only like 6 or 7 Mission
Yeah.
Impossibles. Which ones are you comparing? Like
the saga. It has to be.
yeah.
You have to choose a saga, right? A James
you'd-
Bond saga.
Yeah, exactly. You would have to probably choose one set of actors. But
Do you think I'm most familiar with maybe the first 2 or 3 Daniel Craig films? And then I've been comparing those with the most recent trilogy of Mission Impossible films. And for me, I just get so much more enjoyment out of the Mission Impossibles.
That's so hard, you know. That is
a
so
good one.
hard because
It's a good-
Casino
it's a good-
Royale, brother.
Yeah, it was good. But I don't know, man. I really like Ghost Protocol and Fallout and
Ghost
whatever
Protocol
the
was
other one
sick.
was. What was the other one?
I don't know.
the Henry Cavill one when he
That
reloads
was
his
Fallout.
arms.
That was Fallout, I think. With the one in between them.
Is
what's
Ghost Protocol the one that they fall in that tube? In a bit, he's on the plane, innit? He's holding onto the plane without any. Oh, is he running?
Oh,
up
it's
the building?
Rogue
He's running
Nation.
up the-
Rogue Nation. as well.
Rogue Nation. That's it.
Isn't Ghost Protocol the one in Dubai?
Yes,
Yeah, when he's running
yes,
up the
yes.
sandstorm and
that's
shit.
the last one I've actually seen, by the way.
Bro, that
I haven't seen
literally, yeah,
any
they
ones
just keep
afterwards.
getting better and better. Honestly, that's my opinion. They keep getting better.
They
and
are
better.
sick.
Tom Cruise, what an actor, bruv. 60.
What
That's
guy?
sick.
Own
Almost 60.
stunts. Bitch,
Own
I do
stunts,
my own
everything.
stunts.
Man's the white white Jackie Chan, isn't it?
I do my own stunts. Jackie Chan with it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. And Hoshi, finish off the list.
I'm saying Oppenheimer as well. I'm also putting Spider-Man there. I'm gonna put the least. I'm gonna put Indiana Jones 5. Personally.
Disrespect, you know, Harrison Ford, top
I
5
love-
most iconic actor of all time, you know.
I love the movies.
What did you
I
just
love the
say?
movies.
You heard that correct, bro. Top 5 most iconic actors, okay.
Shall we do
Charlie
that
Chaplin,
conversation?
Listen, he's in Blade
Yeah.
Runner. He's in Blade Runner. He's in Indiana Jones.
He's
He's
in
Star
Blade Runner.
Wars.
Oh, that changes everything.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
should.
God, he's in
Blade
Blade
Runner
Runner.
is literally
I
a generational
completely
movie,
forgot.
bro.
Do you know why? Because that film was dog shit.
No, it wasn't. No, it
Low
was
IQ
not.
Don, bruh.
Blade Runner was
Actual dog
incredible.
shit.
Low IQ Don.
I would rather
honesty.
cut my eyes out.
Low
Do
IQ
it.
Don.
Please do it. Bro, he's Han Solo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's in 3 iconic franchises. You can't
Word,
top
he's
that.
still not top 5 though. Anyway.
Okay. It's alright. Don't worry, Han. I care about you. You don't even know I exist, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll stick up for you.
He
Wiz, did
lost my
you-
respect after he shot seconds. To be fair.
Oh my days. Did you
After
not
he
see?
what? What did he say?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Good chat.
Actually, this is a good question. Was this yours, my son? What has been the best video game adaptation of a movie that you've played or have experienced?
Yeah, so this
Video game
wasn't mine.
adaptation of a movie or a movie adaptation of a video game.
Oh, sorry, yeah. No, a video. No, as in like.
It's a video game.
Why don't
adaptation,
you
not a
ask
movie or
the
TV
person
show,
who
bro.
asked the question?
Yeah, I was gonna say the question wasn't mine, but Rav, take it away, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
no
just
shame,
thought this
it's
would be an interesting topic because it's something that we've discussed off the podcast quite a number of times. Is
We don't do that, bro. I don't talk to you. I don't even like you, man. off the
right,
podcast. What
right,
the fuck
right.
you on
Of
about?
course.
True.
Yeah.
Well, it's something I've imagined us
True.
discussing
Sure,
many
yeah, yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And the question
In
is,
between all
what
the Tinder
is
swipes.
what is the best alternate medium adaptation of something that was originally a video game? So either movie or TV show really is what we're talking about.
Oh, so video game to movie.
Yeah, or video game to TV. And the reason why
Yeah.
this is kind of a hot topic right now is because of The Last of Us, right? So that's been the big discussion point at the moment. People are saying it's the best kind of adaptation of turning a video game into another medium that they've seen. But I just wanted to throw that question out there because lots of things get thrown around. Oh, also at the moment, Mario movie's out, so that's kind of in discussion. People have mentioned like Sonic. I think if you go back old school, people really liked Silent Hill. That was originally a video game. So there's
Resident Evil.
a lot of these.
Oh, the-
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
Okay.
The Res movie was so bad.
So there's been a lot of stuff over the years. Of course, we can all name some terrible adaptations. Specifically, I'm thinking like Prince of Persia. Unfortunately,
That's so
overall,
shit.
though, I'm not entirely sure how the general public receives the Tomb Raider films. I think they're generally considered to be reasonably average. But the reason why I wanted to mention is because I think there's been one movie in particular which has kind of gone flying under the radar a little bit. And in all these discussions,
Don't say something trash. Please don't say something trash.
No. This is something that actually Jay and I watched together only maybe a couple of months ago.
Aww.
And
Jay, you ruined it.
Brothers.
I think this is something that never really enters the discussion. But in my opinion, after watching
lot of
this
build-up here.
film, this is the single best representation of a video game in another medium. Okay, and that is the 2020 release of the Mortal Kombat movie. Okay.
Are you actually kidding me?
No,
All of that build-up.
100%, bro.
Are you flipping kidding me?
100%,
Bro.
If you
I'm so
could
glad you brought
take,
this up.
if you
Bro.
could take any video game and literally like pick it up and drop it into another medium, yeah, that movie is the one. Okay,
I'm
That's
actually
actually
lost
the
for
one.
words. I'm actually genuinely
That's
lost words.
This is such a good story,
Bro,
bro.
I'm about to rip into you, bro.
no, go for it.
There's so
But
many things I want
don't
to
say
right now.
until you've seen that movie. Okay,
We've seen it. In
You've
fact,
seen
I'll
it?
explain. I've
we've
seen
seen
I've
it.
seen it. We've
you've
I'll-
seen Kano Wins, yeah,
We
Yeah.
paid money for it, bro.
I'll,
bro.
yeah, I'll
That movie's elite, bro.
All right, let's break it down. First of all, we will talk about your shit choice number one. We'll go with your shit choice number one, and then
Right.
I'll tell you the actual serviceable answers.
Okay.
Right. So first of all, it's actually kind of funny you said Mortal Kombat 2020 because the one that is most iconic to me is the 95 one.
Right,
First of all,
right,
the
right,
95 one absolute dog washes the 2021. So me and Horseshoe went to watch the movie, and we watched it in the worst screen humanly possible.
It smelt like piss, brother.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
right next to the toilets, and surprisingly, the screen smelt like the toilets, and the film, I got
Was-
ripped off.
He just realized
So-
how right I am, so he had to leave. He couldn't argue with a
Oh,
point.
there he
man.
is. There
Bro,
he
I got
is.
kicked out. Honestly, they didn't want to hear my facts. Nah,
did
say
that
less.
happen?
The Matrix, bro. The Matrix. I told you, it's the export, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, the 2021 I think is honestly ass. I'm being honest. The storyline itself is rubbish. The cool thing about the movie, the only good thing is they really did a good adaptation of like bringing over that brutality aspect. The
100%,
fatalities,
Fatalities.
100%.
the
Yeah.
violence. That is great. Rest of the movie, just
Dog
so average.
But look,
so
you don't play
poor
Mortal
writing.
Kombat for the story, okay?
That's not even true. You're wrong, bro.
No, not everyone
You're
knows the
wrong.
story. You go to Mortal Kombat, you fight Shao Kahn, and you win. and there you go. Okay.
I can't
Yeah, you're
lie,
trying to solve Earthrealm, bro.
I haven't played the game, but I've watched the storylines.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
I've just watched the cutscenes.
Yeah, the cutscenes are
MKX
great.
Ice and Fire
Fucking
channel. Check it out on YouTube. I've literally watched the whole thing.
Bro,
3
I'm
hours,
subbed to that
brother.
guy, bro.
Come on,
Mad.
gang.
You missed the 4K HD at the end of the channel name.
It is
Oh,
the,
yeah,
it's the
true.
most no, but that's not the point, right? The point is it's the most faithful to its source material of any of these
So
other things. Okay.
I mean, you're still wrong. You're still wrong.
Well, no, because
but,
it is literally Mortal Kombat, the game. You know, back in the day when they used to have like the movie, the video game. This
Yes,
is like
yes.
Mortal Kombat, the game, the movie. Okay, it's like that.
It's like that.
yeah.
Okay.
But go on.
I,
Ashley.
I think it was a good movie, and I do agree with Rav on that term on that side of things, where it was like visually and the fact that it is what is happening on screen, amazing. Like it was so cool to see that kind of stuff. But at the same time, when you watch a movie, you still want some sort of element of like the storyline to be captivating for you, because you're going to spend 2 hours of your life sitting there watching something, right? You're not playing
Wasted.
it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the key distinction between playing the game and watching the movie, which is where I feel like Mortal Kombat lacked a bit, or just a
I
bit.
think there are plenty
No.
of movies that you can enjoy just for the visual splendor, and it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
an amazing story. And
Yeah, I
it
agree.
did.
Avatar.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact is, it did amazing
What?
fan service, right? That's the thing. The amount of like Easter eggs and references that they
Yeah.
threw in there. For those that are fans of Mortal Kombat, you're going in and you're getting a fully fledged Mortal Kombat experience. You can't say that you're not experiencing Mortal Kombat when you watch that movie.
True, but are you saying that even like that is the best movie adaptation of a game compared to all of the others in that
Yeah,
sense,
he
when you're just
is.
watching it for the sake of it?
Well, okay,
Because it could be like there could be like
I have to admit, like I haven't seen all the others, and specifically, I also
Mhm.
haven't seen The Last of Us, right?
same to be fair.
But that was the most what I've experienced so far. That's been the most faithful rendition. Now,
Fair.
if you isolate it away from video games and you say, was it a good experience on its own? Yeah, then you can say, okay, there's way better movies out there. But you have to
Got
say
you.
what you're taking from the source material and adapting it to another medium. What is the closest? What is the closest relative?
Transition.
I think that's what,
Okay,
you.
from
so
what I've experienced so far, that has to be up there.
Fair
okay, so
enough.
I would say this. One, it's not an entirely accurate adaptation, so I can't even necessarily agree with you that format, and it's also not a good film, right? Because from what I remember, the main
Shots.
character, what was his name? I can't remember his
He
name.
wasn't.
It's not
Yeah,
Luke.
the main character
It's not
isn't.
Liu Kang.
Yeah. Sure.
You fundamentally are wrong there immediately. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, but
That's
that's
like
just
doing the Uncharted, but it's not though. It's like doing the Uncharted movie and the main character isn't Nathan Drake. It's like then what am I watching right now?
right.
This is not the story that I've played for years and years, right? And on top of that, the movie isn't good, bruv. Like the movie's just rubbish. Like if
I
you
mean,
take away
I
the
liked
violence
it.
aspect, yeah, sure, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, your opinion's wrong,
Right,
but
thanks, man.
yeah, that's all right.
Well, let's
But the
see
actual,
what have the public voted it. Right. Let's go
yeah.
on the Rotten
Oh, because
Tomatoes.
the public they know so much,
All right. What have the
bro.
critics rated it? Then?
Oh, the critics
Wait,
because they know so
Someone
much.
has to have
after
rated it. What has Massam rated it? You fucker.
No, I would
Massa,
actually say, go on.
after this, we need to tell the story of what happened when we got there, fam. Because that
You
was
can drop it, bro.
that was the best. That was top 5 moments of my life. I
You
can't
can
lie
drop
to
it.
you.
Do you want to drop it?
No, let's finish this first. But I just want to make
Sure.
sure that's still in the
Wait,
radar.
to
and
be
everyone
fair,
knows.
yeah, audience score 86%. That's not bad.
Are they
What
blind?
is it actually, man?
And
Tired of this bullshit.
and hold on. Just for reference,
It's
Metacritic
actually
44%.
it's actually
Rotten
86%.
Tomatoes Rotten Tomatoes
Ooh.
54%. So you know maybe the critics do know
Fuck,
something.
fuck you, Shah.
Maybe the critics do know. It's almost like the critics know what makes a good film, bro. It's nuts. But yeah, no, honestly, I would say in terms of loyal adaptations, and I've actually seen a lot. I'm looking at this list.
Right.
So I did watch the Mario movie. Okay.
Okay.
So it's interesting because my favorite might actually be Arcane, right? Which is an adaptation,
Mm.
incredible, of League of Legends. But the thing is, it only takes elements from the IP. I don't know how much of that is real because it's kind of a unique story. So in terms of your criteria of what's a drop in, drop it out kind of adaptation,
Mm.
I don't think it's that loyal because it's quite essentially, it's literally creating the canon in the IP, if that makes sense, right?
Sure.
If you want something straight drag and drop as close as possible, the closest thing I've seen is genuinely the Last of Us TV show.
Mm.
It is
Fair enough,
very,
fair enough.
very loyal.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
it's
give it a
very
watch and
loyal.
judge for myself then.
It's very loyal, and it's kind of funny because the elements that there was a certain episode which everybody loved the most, which is also the one that isn't consistent with the canon at all,
Right.
but it was also very loved. But yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen the Mortal Kombat 95 one is iconic. I watched that as a kid. That movie's probably rubbish as film, to be honest. It's like the 2021. If I watched that as a kid, I'd probably be like,
Right.
you know,
Did you ever see
the
any of the
gore and
Street Fighter
violence.
films?
With Jean Claude? No. No.
Yeah, was that the one?
You see Uncharted, my son.
I saw Uncharted. Horrible. Obviously, you've seen The Witcher.
Elite.
Yeah,
I forgot about The Witcher. Yeah.
Yeah, seen The Witcher.
Interesting.
You know what? I've seen the
What's it
Tomb Raider
called?
ones, the
Yeah.
new Tomb Raider ones, which, yeah, oh, the less I say about that, the better. I never seen Detective Pikachu though. I didn't see
Apparently
that
it's
one.
insane.
Horrendous.
Is it?
Really?
Oh,
Apparently
it's
people
so
liked it.
nice, bro. They look gross.
Is this
And
is
Ryan
this the
Reynolds
bed
just
you said?
plays Ryan Reynolds. It's just
Yeah,
boring.
to be fair.
Wow,
Stand
that's
up, bro.
peak.
That's all he does.
Fair play,
But Hoshi,
play.
why don't you tell the story then?
bruv. Oh
us.
my! When I tell you, firstly, the day is already like the whole day, start to finish, is just a mess. So we got there, we realized we're going to screen 1 in View Reading. It smells like piss from the outside. Forget going inside. So we're already like, it's mad. We're waiting in the queue
Hmm.
to buy. We're waiting in the queue to buy popcorn, and there's randomly, we just chatting shit. Me and Massam having a good day, just we're vibing, and this random little kid comes up to us and goes, he just points at us and goes, "Gay."
What?
Yep, that's quite
For no-
literally what happened.
Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Maybe like we were standing a bit too close. I don't remember, Massam, but but
Alright.
literally, man just put it at us, goes, "Gay," and we go, "No."
Oh, I said, yeah.
Why are you arguing with a little kid, man?
Oh my god.
What? So I meant to say, "Oh yeah." What do you mean? I
Just
said, "No."
move away. Tell him to go away.
You should have
Why?
I'm in the
said,
queue, bro.
said, go ask your mum, innit? Come on.
Bro, I've got a place in the queue, fam. I'm not losing that over some little
Why
kids.
do I need to meet? I was just like, bruv,
Just tell
no.
the kid to piss off.
I did by saying no, and then he walked away, bruv. There was no more further conversation after that. But it was the most funniest thing. I could not believe my eyes, bro. My ears,
Yeah.
everything. It was so funny.
Honestly,
then we got
that
inside
was-
the screen. It smelled like piss. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so up to that point, it was a good day, and then falling onwards, it went downhill.
Bro, every time I got a whiff of popcorn, it was followed swiftly by ammonia, bro. It was horrible.
Oh,
Oh,
was
that's so
horrible.
disgusting.
that's actually gross.
Still
it
not
was
the worst
terrible.
cinema I've been to.
Which was the worst for you?
The one where they didn't have nachos, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Which one's
How
that?
can I forget?
My second home, bruv.
Slough.
Slough,
Yeah.
bro.
The
Brilliant.
Nah,
worst,
fizz.
but the best, mate.
Brilliant.
Talking of
Remember-
games,
Remember Slough Cinema where Harshu tried to get other people free tickets? Remember that time?
No?
Oh, we went to see. What did we go to see? Maybe this was.
Oh,
The
Jay,
horror- what was the
I know
horror
what
film
you're
called?
talking about.
I forget the
I
name
don't
of the
know what
horror
you're
film.
talking
Oh,
about.
it's like
We
The
watched a
Conjuring
horror
or
film.
something.
Yeah, what
Or
we watched a horror
Sinister.
film.
Sinister. is it?
No,
No.
no.
We
I
watched a
remember
horror
watching
film.
Conjuring on my birthday.
Midsummer. It was the first one of Midsummer. Hereditary. That's
Right,
it.
right.
Hereditary.
I think it was Hereditary.
Was it Hereditary?
What happened,
Yeah.
brother? Tell the story.
But okay, we go into the cinema, we sit down to watch the film, we can hear the other screen, the whole film. And our film is a horror film, so it's silent. So we're trying to focus on it, and we just hear, I don't know what it was, Star Wars or some shit.
I
playing the
remember
theme
this.
song,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
entire film.
I
So
remember
we
this.
leave the cinema. And
No,
then go
no,
to
not just that. Wait, Jay, before the screen was tilted, bruv.
Yeah,
The
it
screen was.
tilted.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the screen was like tilted left or something? Or was slightly off frame, so
Yeah,
we
it was
couldn't even
off-
see the
off
whole
center.
frame.
I don't
Yeah.
even remember that.
Bro,
Well, as
I
in the
remember-
projector was off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the
okay.
screen.
Hmm.
Fucking
Yeah.
slough.
The whole thing was
Watch your mouth.
terrible experience. We then leave to complain to the manager.
Oh yeah.
And then the manager is typical Indian guy, bro, stingy. He doesn't want to give out nothing. This guy, he didn't care. He was like, "Oh, it's not my problem. It's your problem. If you leave within the first 10 minutes, then we'll give you a refund. Otherwise, you don't." This conversation was going on for 15, 20 minutes at this point, right?
Genuinely.
And then me and Massam are trying to talk to him as normal human beings, trying to converse and convey our point, right? Then we got Harshu, who's pissed out of his head.
Wait, it worked. It worked. I don't want to hear it.
Pissed out of his head, who was then trying to butt in and say shit that didn't mean anything. And then Hamzah was by the second getting more and more angry for no reason.
Frustrated, yeah. he
Just
almost
getting
was-
genuinely his tempo was up.
tilted.
So he just starts fucking shouting at this geezer. He's going in on him. And the guys, we're just saying we want a refund for our tickets, right? Hamzah's like, no, I want to speak to your general manager, your area manager. I want to get you
Karen.
fired.
Straight Karen.
And then Harshu's like, No, we don't need refund. Just give free tickets to the next people.
That is such a lie.
What?
When the fuck did I say that? Why are you chatting shit, bro?
Massa, did he say that or not?
When did I say that?
Oshi, you're like this. You're like this. So they were insistent on not giving us the refund, yeah. And me and Jay were fine, like, no, bro. Like, how do we know in the first 10 minutes when there's so much noise in the first 10 minutes, still playing flipping trailers and stuff? And you were like, Hoshu, you're like, okay, Hoshu, your whole point was like, all right, maybe we won't get the refund, but make sure next time when somebody else, you shouldn't do this for the next customer to do X, Y, and Z.
That wasn't my point. That was
100%.
That wasn't my whole point. That was all right. I was saying, improve your fucking services, bruv.
Yeah, for the next
Like,
customers.
As well. Not
No,
including.
you didn't. No, you specifically said, "Don't worry about us."
Yeah, you
They're
just
trying to
don't
get a
worry about
refund. He's saying fucking doubling
I'm
it to
the
the next
rude-
person. mate.
I'm the rudest guy.
Doubling it to the next guy.
Rav, 100%, bro.
Bro, how would I firstly waved and secondly the rudest be the nicest?
Because you didn't know what was happening.
Brother, you say
You
this every
genuinely
time.
just didn't know what was happening.
You say this every time, bro.
Bro, you didn't though. I'm speaking. That's my experience. And then Hamzah was just going off, bruv. You could see steam out of his head.
Yeah, bro. Hamzah was red. Hamzah was
Me and
heated,
Massa
bro.
didn't know what was happening. Honestly, it's like Dumb and Dumber out here.
Oh, well, what a place that
Oh
was.
shit. I missed that shit, man. I missed that place.
But
Damn.
Moving on from movies.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
wait, let's just cap off this whole section because Massam and Rav said their renditions. Harshu, what do you think is the best adaptation?
Oh, that's hard, you know. I haven't actually watched that many. I've got the list up now. Let me quickly go back to it. I would say I actually really like Silent Hill a lot. That was sick. But I was, you know, it was different for a horror film back then. And apart from that, I haven't really watched anything else, bro. I'll be real. I watched Mortal Kombat Dog. That's literally Arcane. Actually, no, Arcane tops all of it. Arcane top. Actually, no. Ah, Witcher. Oh, you fucked me. Ah.
Excuse me? Hey, yo, wait, hold on.
No,
Don't make
why
us
not?
noise
Effective, you
this.
know?
Pause. Now I understand why the kid said gay.
Oh my god.
No, I'd say Witcher. Which is the best. I can't lie. Which is too cold.
Do you think Witcher's gonna be as good with Hemsworth?
No, lol.
Nah, it's gonna die off, bro. It's
It is
gonna die off.
100% going to die off.
We
yeah.
got
That's what I'm saying.
another contender. We'll have to come back to this conversation when Warhammer comes on.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
thing
the
is,
TV
no
show.
one knows anything about Warhammer.
It's
Nah,
very
Warhammer's
sick.
different level. No, you know, one
very
guy
sick,
knows
man.
everything about Warhammer. It's fucking Henry Cavill, mate.
Yeah, he's a
Right?
big fan.
So
Talk about
he's
the
gonna
audience. Talk about the audience.
Doesn't matter, mate. He knows it.
Did any of you not see the Warcraft movie?
No, I actually was
No.
wanted to.
Some
I always
people said
wanted
it was
to.
alright, to be fair.
I'll
Is that
give
the
my
same
I'll give
people?
3 from
Go
my
on.
opinion. I'm not like ranking them or anything, but these are 3 that I've always enjoyed. I agree with Harshu. Silent Hill, I always loved that as a kid. I thought that film was sick. It was
So
nuts.
cold.
And then recently, Arcane was elite. I'm a bit biased, but I personally think the 2 new Sonic films are really good.
I actually haven't
Okay.
seen them.
The storytelling is great, and the use of Sonic's powers, Knuckles, Tails' powers, like actually making their characters feel like their characters, I think they did a very good job. And Jim Carrey's just elite as an actor anyway, so he does Eggman pretty well.
Did they have
Haven't
like
seen it.
Shadow and Silver and stuff?
Shadow's coming in number 3. They teased it at the end, so that's gonna be really cool.
Assassin's Creed, lads. Say.
Oh,
Fucking
Yeah,
forgot
no,
about
thanks,
that.
bro.
That got pretty
Did so nobody's seen Mario then? Nobody's seen Mario other than me.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Very good, and I think it's the first animated movie to pass $1 billion in the box office. I think it's like the most
Mad.
successful animated film
Yeah.
since Frozen
Mm.
2. I think so. They've killed it as well.
I did hear it went
Yeah.
crazy. Did you
Yeah.
like Jack Black as Bowser?
So good, so
So you like
good.
his
Was it actually?
Peaches song?
So good,
Bro, that
the
Peaches song is
Peaches
so
song
funny.
is so good. When that started happening in the movie, I was like, "Yeah, this is cinema." I was like, "This is cinema. This is elite."
Must
bro.
have had a moment.
Yeah, bro. This
profound moment.
yeah.
And
Literally
now that you've
explosions.
seen it, will you forever see Donkey Kong with Seth Rogen's voice?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, he does the whole DK rap. The actual funny thing about the movie, and it's why I'm really excited for the sequel, is all of the best bits of the first film is because it's like, oh yeah, that's in Mario, oh that's in Mario, oh that's in Mario. Like it's so loyal to an adaptation, but like once you make a sequel, all of that magic first time experience is obviously naturally disappeared because the actual plot line of the first film is just an average animated film. It's all the other intricacies that make it awesome. That's
You
going
know
to be
what?
lost in the second one. So
You know
be
what I
excited.
think is underrated? An underrated film. It's not an adaptation. Is Rav still here for you, man?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
he's
okay,
gone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. The audio's there. All right, fine. It's not an adaptation of a game specifically, but it roots in a lot of game characters, and I think it's genuinely a fantastic film, and that's Wreck-It Ralph.
I knew you were gonna say that. It's amazing,
Sick film.
insane.
Wait,
I
you're
haven't
saying
seen that.
that's better than Pixels, bro? Come on.
100%.
People meme Pixels, but that was actually a pretty funny
I haven't
movie.
seen
I
it.
saw
It was
it
f- it was fun.
ironically,
To be fair,
and it was actually
To
Yeah,
be fair, you know what's
exactly,
coming out, yeah? With freaking Taron Egerton, the Tetris movie's coming out.
It's already out, I think.
it?
It's out.
It's the TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
It's the
yeah.
Oh,
TV
it's a
show now.
TV
How have they
show.
done?
I think so.
How-
Yeah.
Nah, it's not. It's like
It's
an
a
hour and
movie?
a half film. Yeah,
Okay, they did it on the guy who made Tetris Horseshoe, the actual.
Okay, I was gonna say how
Creator.
they're gonna make blocks fall in a fucking movie.
Yeah. Nah, it's about the guy and him in USSR trying to like get
Yeah,
the
right,
shit
right,
down.
right.
Got you.
Yeah.
Wait,
Makes
Taron
sense, makes
Egerton's
sense.
sick, bro. You know what? He
So
could be the
cold.
new James Bond.
He could.
Not over
He
Taylor
could.
Johnson. What's his name?
What, you talking about Kick-Ass?
Aaron Taylor. Aaron
yeah.
Taylor.
Aaron
Johnson?
Taylor
Yeah,
Johnson.
That
yeah.
Kick-Ass guy.
He's not.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
no, he's
though?
pretty sick.
Why?
He's
though?
pretty sick.
I would say
He's
because
sick,
Taron is
but-
not tall enough.
I
would
knew
say.
you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
No, that's
I would
not
actually
I
like
knew you
Taron.
could. We
It's true,
need
though.
short kings, inclusivity,
Bro,
brother.
yes, I know, but like I'm
Exactly.
being objectively speaking, like Taron. That's why I think Taron would be a sick Wolverine. He'd be a sick Wolverine.
Bro,
Damn.
if they can make a brown Barbie, they make a short Bond, bro.
They can't. They never will though. You know Schwarzenegger got snubbed for Hulk in the MCU because he was 2 inches too short,
Mm.
That's a violation, bro. Times have
and,
changed.
and
though.
he's like 6'3".
When was
Wait,
that?
what?
What are you talking? Because Mark Ruffalo is not tall. When we
Yeah,
talking?
I
about?
know.
That's what I was gonna say.
This is why I'm confused. But they literally, he's come out. He said it before. He said they told him no because he was too short, and he's like
It's not 'cause of that.
6'2".
Arnie's
It's not-
capping, bro.
it's not 'cause of that, brother.
Arnie top five most iconic.
No,
he's
definitely
capping.
not.
Shut the flip up, bro. He's the Terminator. Yes.
Can
he
we
is.
just get into it now? We've
It's not
done. We
top
brought it up
five.
twice.
You can only
No,
pick
no,
5
no.
people.
Yeah, and I've named 2 of them. What do you mean?
Go on, name 3 more. Name 3 more.
I have to think about it. I have to
This
think
guy
about
was
it.
fucking
Oh,
Margot
no.
Robbie and Ryan Gosling, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did you know, bro? I'm telling you, Ryan
dead.
Gosling's gonna steal that movie.
All right. Speaking of video,
I'm telling
games,
you, top 5 actors of all time, freaking Nolan North, mate.
Who the hell's that?
you're talking about the guy that voice acts.
Yeah.
Nathan Drake?
He
Yeah,
voice
yes,
acts
yes.
everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't-
He is
Okay,
iconic.
alright.
He's not iconic voice actor, maybe.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
saying
he's
voice
the most
actors aren't
iconic
actors.
voice
mate.
actor.
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh.
Rapidly moving on.
Controversial opinion.
I'm joking, but the iconic voice actors, it's in the name. You know what I'm saying? Like iconic rappers, iconic soul singers, iconic.
Let me ask you a
R&B
question.
artists.
Would you consider a rapper as a poet? If I said top 5 poets, would you just name a list of top 5 rappers then?
Yeah,
Bro,
but voice
Shakespeare
acting
hits
is
hard,
two
bro.
mediums,
Shakespeare is hard.
bro. When it dropped,
You
that,
would name a rapper as a poet.
yeah, because rap is
Rap
poetry,
is poetry.
but voice acting is only voice acting. Acting includes both. It's voice.
He's
and
done
video.
mocap.
It's
He's done. What about
AV2.
mocap?
The thing is, though, yeah, what about the voice actor? Yeah, 100% I was right. The mocap.
Oh, what's mocap?
situation.
What's
when
mocap?
When they chuck
When
on
they
you
get
know,
in the
the suit,
green
with
So
suit.
they wear the ping pong
balls.
balls, innit?
It's like-
Oh, like God of War, like what they did
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
I think that is acting, but you're once again, it's only how many scenes would they do that for? Is that the whole time? Are you doing that whole thing the whole time they made the game?
So
So
Does
they just to get your
mocap
movement.
artists do the voice as
all
well?
the cutscenes, yeah.
I mean, this guy did in God of War. They both did it for
He
sure.
did the voice and the movement.
Yeah.
Because if a mocap artist doesn't do the voice, that's just a stuntman.
Word. And also, if he's not doing it for the whole time the game is being played, and it's just to capture movements, the way they capture, like the way the actor moves, and then after that they build the model around him, and then they just carry on, then it's not. I don't agree. It's not acting, bro.
I would disagree. I do think voice actors are actors because if you look at their portfolio, like 99.9% of them just do normal roles as well. But
Feds, that's different though.
but Nolan North is also most iconic video game voice actor. Like it's not like he's voicing every single animated movie.
Oh,
So
it's that guy who's in every freaking Disney Pixar movie, isn't it? The pig and the truck. Him, bro.
who are you on about, bro?
What do you mean? Everyone knows
Oh.
him.
I
He's
know
literally in every
in
fucking
Cars.
movie.
In Cars,
yeah.
the truck. In Cars,
yeah,
I
the
know
truck.
who you're on about.
And he's a pig in Toy Story. He's in every fucking Pixar movie. He's the most
I know who
iconic
you're on
voice
about.
actor, bro.
No one knows his name.
That doesn't matter.
John.
You know his voice, though.
You
Why
do
does that
know his
make him
name.
iconic?
John Ratzenberger.
There you
Is
go.
that him?
John, mate.
He's in Toy Story, Bugs Life,
Harsh,
Cars.
you could have said any name.
But he didn't. He said his name.
So anyway, hold
What
on.
do
Let's just go back. Do you think if I said top 5 poets, would you just include rappers, Horshu? Because it's kind of the similar question, no?
No, it's not. I completely disagree because rappers and poets, I would still distinguish them in a certain way, but voice
Sure.
acting is only voice acting. An actor is not. An actor can voice act, but if a voice actor doesn't have acting credits too, then it's its own niche. It's its own nuance.
Okay, let me ask you this then. If the voice actor, they're using the voice actor's facial emotions while reading the script as a reference point for the animation,
Mhm.
does that still not satisfy that acting element?
It does, but only to what extent are they using the? In my opinion, what extent are they using the face too? Like, is it like a continuous thing? How an actor does it, like day in day out for months on end to film a film, or is it they're just capturing the way the face works using the model like a computer software, and then after that it's just a game? What
I
I'm
have
trying to
no
say.
idea how animation works, but I would assume it's that last one.
That's what I would
Most
think too.
likely. They probably repeat the assets once they've got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, most likely. I would
That's the
still
only reason why
consider
I
that
still think it
acting,
is 100. I think it's. I consider it a because your voice is an instrument, your voice is a tool as well, right?
Yeah.
In that sense, I consider it a huge talent because Justin Roiland, the guy who does Rick and Morty, bruv, he does Rick. I'm pretty sure he does Rick, Morty, and a bunch of other characters,
Yeah,
Mr. Poopy Butthole,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
all of them. So it's
Fan
mad,
favorite.
like fan favorite, brother. So it's just mad how one man can do so many things with his voice. It's a talent, 100%. I'm just saying, I don't think they are. It's the same thing as acting.
You can't be
Mm.
talking
I think it's its own
about
separate art.
Rick and Morty without talking about Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy, bro.
I haven't seen Family Guy.
Family Guy's so overrated.
But I've heard it's hilarious. I've seen, bro,
fucking
our
funny
group
stuff.
chat is just Hamza sending in clips and it's so
100%.
funny.
But that's what the point is.
It's
He
so
also
funny.
voices like a dozen different characters in that shit.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a talent, 100%. I just don't think it's.
That's
It's. I think
literally
it's
the
its own.
same as every adult comedy. There's one guy that voices like 20 characters.
Isn't it? Isn't that the same in Simpsons?
Yeah.
Now sometimes they have they have many actors.
Yeah, but there's a few of
there
them. There's
is-
like 3 of them that do the main 20, 30 characters, and then they have other ones.
No, I mean Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. I'm pretty sure are 4 separate actors.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a
Sides.
few of them, but they do so many side characters.
Right, they do the side characters though, but not the main characters.
Yeah, but they still come up
Yeah,
in
but
like
still-
every other episode.
Yeah. It's still, you still see Mo in every other episode in it.
Obviously, Homer's not going to be the same as Maggie. It's like not even possible.
Could
I mean,
be.
Maggie don't speak. Maggie
No.
don't. It's
To
just.
be fair.
That was a good impersonation. I was in my head trying to think of how can I do that. So I was like, nah,
that was
didn't
pretty
come
good. No, that was pretty
Was
good.
it?
I'm good with my massive nose.
Uh,
Anyway,
Gay?
Jay, I really want you to talk about this game thing, please, because that before we finish, it's already an hour and a half. But you've been trying to say it for the last half an hour, but this shit is sick, bro.
Yeah, to be fair. All right, there's this. I mean, I'm sure lots of people know it by now, but there's this new game that has been showcased. I forget the name of it, like Unrecorded, I think it might be called something like that. But it's runs on a new video game engine called Unreal Engine 5, which has been touted across the industry to be the most realistic engine there is at showing like real life style quality video. And this game is centered around police body cams, and you are a guy that goes into different situations and you have your body cam as your camera, and then you pull out your weapon, and whatever the scenario is, you try and survive and apprehend whatever is happening in front of you. And they did a little teaser of this game, like a couple minutes long, of one of the scenarios where the guy goes into an abandoned building. Then there's hostiles all over the building, and this guy has to take them down as like the police officer. And it is the most photorealistic thing I have ever seen. Like it looks like it's actual body cam footage.
It's actually insane.
Yeah, it's
actually
frightening.
insane.
It's almost frightening amount of realism, right? I don't
It
know.
really is.
Would you feel uncomfortable playing a game like that?
That's such a good question, because you're literally seeing a more realistic version of like COD, like seeing like a person die. And
yeah, like the thing is, just to link it back, like Mortal Kombat is obviously the most brutal thing that can come up to mind, at least video game, right? But the thing is, it's so cartoony. It's like, you know, there's not bridging that gap of realism. So it's like, it's cool. It's like when a guy pulls out another guy's spine, it's like, yeah, it's jokes because of how cartoony it is. But then if it was like so realistic, like this body cam footage one, it's kind of like,
it's kind of gory. It's basically gore, bruv.
yeah,
It is, yeah. Plus the way that they animate it, they try and make it so much like real life. So you'll see in that video, the guy shoots one of the hostiles. The person, I mean, and this is like actual real life style where he's peeking around the corner, he's going into cover, his like gun has recoil and stuff and muzzle flash, all that type of shit. He shoots the guy once, the guy falls on the floor, and then on the floor, the guy's putting his head up trying to get his weapon out. All the type of stuff that will happen in real life situation. So it feels so much like you're actually there killing a real human.
Yeah,
I think it'd be uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah, I feel like this is like full on military practice software. Like this is military practice.
Wait, you're talking about like, better than Modern Warfare 3 training ground, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
Even Modern Warfare 3 is cartoony enough, right? Like it's cartoony.
100%.
It's not that hyper realistic.
What?
I don't.
You're saying gun game isn't realistic?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're saying
let me shoot this guy, pull another thing out.
You're saying after I kill someone 19 times,
not...
I can't pull out an RPG, bro. Come on.
Yeah, bro.
That's
exactly.
You're telling me when I get knifed, I get back to the old gun, bro? That's not real.
Yeah, sorry to break it to you.
Mate. Back to zero.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This is interesting because I don't have a necessary problem with people playing this or being into it or being fascinated, like, oh, keen to play it. But me personally, I just feel like it's almost a bit sickly. Like it just comes off a bit sickly.
I think, yeah.
I was gonna say, when it comes to video games and graphics, it's never been important to me necessarily. But like they're so keen because those technologies advanced so far. But there's a point where I like the game to be a game. I don't want it to be a simulation in real life. That's what this comes off as.
Well, I guess what you're talking about
Yeah.
is not necessarily graphical quality, but you're talking about more like the art style.
Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, that's definitely important. And it depends. Different games and different studios will do it in different ways. But I'm interested to know what is the tech behind this game, because it doesn't seem like they're using like ray tracing. But there's a interesting piece of tech that's been used in very few games before. Something called photogrammetry.
What's that?
It's basically a way of taking like real life photos and like importing them as game assets. So you don't, rather than having like an artist draw the game assets, it's kind of like I can go, if I want like grass, I can go into a field and take photos of grass, and it will like import those photos as game assets. And it's not really been used a lot, but it was big kind of in the middle of the last decade. So in the 2010s, it was getting quite big as kind of PS4 generation kicked off. And it's only been used in maybe like a dozen games or so. But the games that used it, people were saying like, you know, this grass looks really realistic. You can go up to the screen, you can go up to the grass, and it's like it looks like real grass.
Name one of the example games.
So there's a game that was quite famous that used it called The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Oh, I've watched the Let's Play on that game. That's actually sick.
I've actually got that game on Steam.
Right.
That game's elite, bro. You should play it.
I haven't played it, but that was the kind of the old tech that people were saying this is going to be the new tech to be the thing that makes things look more realistic. But it doesn't seem like it took off that much. I'm interested to know what is the tech that these guys are using in Unreal 5.
I would love to play this game, but have it as just a tech demo.
Hmm.
I think if this was made, like actually developed, made into a full game and released, it would be instantly banned. It's
So
just
the,
too
Well, it's definitely
realistic.
going to be banned in Australia.
See-
They ban everything.
I mean, what do you think about like like you've had classic games like Manhunt, games that have
Oh, yeah.
been banned because they're too gory. So yeah, you're 100% right. I can definitely see this being banned. But
That,
like
yeah, did you ever play
banning,
that recent the Costello protocol or Callisto protocol, or whatever it's called?
Callisto, isn't it?
yeah,
Callisto
no,
Project
I
or something.
Yeah.
I didn't
Because that was
because
banned
I
as well
played.
somewhere. I think it was banned in Japan or Australia or something.
Yeah, I didn't because I played the better game, which is Dead Space
Oh,
remake.
right,
No,
right.
Dead Space. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I can always see why those games get banned, but also it's like really futile. It's like 2023 banning video games. Like you can just torrent that, bro. I'll be honest. You can just torrent that. Like it's not that hard to break the firewall and get access to
But
these
do you
kind of
think it's
banned games.
different?
In
Not
it,
that I
right?
condone it. Atypical don't condone it.
Oh
Do you
no.
think it's different? Like,
Yeah, tell them how to do it though.
Yeah.
do you think it's different? Like, actually controlling that motion yourself? Like, because I just came out of, like, John Wick 4, right? And this guy is literally like shooting people in, you know what I mean? Like, full
Sure.
on. So
Yeah.
is that, to me, that seems like equivalent violence. But
It's the same.
for some
Yeah.
reason,
Yeah.
they say because I'm controlling these actions, I'm pressing a piece of plastic that's making that happen.
I th-
That
I
makes it
think
worse
the
somehow. I don't know.
I think
the
psychologically it's very different.
yeah, because you're actually in control. It's why games they have a more like in a movie. If you go into a movie, you're ID'd if you want to go into the film, and it's more like stringent in that process. But I feel like with a game, anyone can get a hand on. Oh, but then you can
I
also you can
mean,
torrent a movie too,
anyone
I
can watch
guess.
whatever they want, man.
But the point I was trying to make is when you're in control of it, there's already so many articles and cases out there where kids are playing these games and stuff, and it's also a part of other stuff. Like it's a wider conversation. I'm sure it's not just the games causing this
Mm.
situation, but playing these violent games and then going out and then doing what they do, and it's
Well,
terrible.
that's a very different
So
conversation. And personally,
I know, but I mean,
from the data I've seen and from what I've read, the consensus is quite well documented that there isn't really a correlation between violence in video games and violence in real life. But
okay, fair. I haven't read enough, so I guess I need
I
to
mean,
educate myself.
from my experience, I get a very different enjoyment from playing a gory video game to watching a gory film.
Yeah. True.
So
Yeah.
psychologically, it is 100% different because there's different stimuluses in your brain going on.
Yeah, I couldn't play God of War as a kid, man. I was too pussy. Legit.
no, that's just because you're trash, bro. That's not nothing to do.
And that.
What was that Elite game series back on PS2? Oh man, I always forget. The dude that had like 2 guns and a bike.
Max Payne.
No, it was like
No
in
idea.
hell and stuff.
Did we play it?
Yeah, we played it.
Two
I'll
guns on a
remember it a
bike.
different time.
Yeah. Anyway, I do think that there's definitely a big difference because one is proactive versus one is passive in it, and I do agree the context is also completely different because you might that scene. I haven't seen John Wick 4, but let's say it's an execution scene.
Mm.
They might write it in with the audience is supposed to be like shocked or uncomfortable with it, right? Versus Mortal Kombat where they glorify it. They want the audience to do a fatality.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's a complete mindset difference as well. So
True.
I
that's
don't
true
think
as well.
I don't think they're comparable at all. But I also agree with you, Rav. I don't think. I mean, I can only speak from behalf of myself, but I've never played a violent game that makes me want to go out and do it.
But that's us, though, isn't it? We're actually
That's
normal
us, exactly.
people.
Not entirely.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
In certain situations.
Yeah.
You saying like if you gave that opportunity of having that experience to a psychopath, they'd be more inclined? Or are they a psychopath anyway and it doesn't matter?
I think. I mean, I think it's very dependent, but I think you're not. It's not helping them give them more ideas on how. If they're gonna do it anyway, they're gonna. But now it's like, okay, I could do this, or I could do that. Oh, there's also this. I could do that as well. You know, there's so many more options and range. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a psychopath is a very different talk because they are wired the way they are. But I think with per, my opinion, I think if anything, you're just given more ways, like more creativity behind it. Maybe I don't know. It could be anything. I'm sure if people see things on video and movies and all these things all the time that might inspire them to do things in real life and that aren't chemically wired to do these things in the first place.
Okay, so
So
then
imagine,
take that what you're talking about and apply it to this example. Then, how much impact does it have for taking that situation and making it graphically more realistic, making it look more realistic in terms of the video game? How much impact does that have? Do you think?
are you saying in terms of from a psychopath's
Yeah.
perspective?
From anyone's perspective, if you're prone to violence
From
from the fact that you're enacting these video games, and you have versus a movie which you're saying is passive, but is photorealistic, versus a movie versus a video game that you're playing, but it's more cartoony, right? Then how do you draw those comparisons? And then do you think when if we ever get to the point where video games are fully photorealistic, then it will have more impact than the movies are having?
movies.
Because now it's the same graphical fidelity as those, but it's got the active element as well.
I would say so because I agree. It's the act of you actually being in the character's shoes and you doing these acts yourself. What if it's like, okay, choose the option, bro? How many times have you killed a chicken in Skyrim? It is you choosing to do it, and everyone does it because you're a psycho. Low key, you just need to kill the chicken, bro. You know what I'm saying? But in the same way, like, say you're given the option, okay, cool, you can rescue this person or you can.
Okay,
kill them.
well, let's take that example. Yeah, what if you opened up Skyrim and it looked like a real freaking chicken? Would you still kill that chicken?
Chicken's gone either way, bro. Let's be real. But that's because we value chicken as a chicken's life. As I mean,
bro, you
this is a
wouldn't
whole
you wouldn't
debate.
call. Yeah, I mean it is a whole debate. It is slightly going to religious.
No, it's
territory,
fine. I like it, but yeah, it is. Yeah.
But like, I mean, you wouldn't look at a butcher and call them a psychopath. I mean, you don't look at a butcher and equivalent them to a serial killer. So it is kind of different. There is a distinction between killing a chicken,
Right.
and killing a person.
Maybe
Killing a person.
maybe we're thinking about it wrong, right? Maybe as you get more and more photorealistic, people will choose to avoid violence, except for the psychopaths, and then you can identify them.
Because it's too realistic, and it's like, oh, this is too
Yeah,
much. for me.
maybe,
like
maybe.
a deterrent kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I'd still disagree. They would still
But
play.
What
not
are you
not
talking
everyone,
about?
not everyone prone
Yeah,
to
it's not
violence
fair.
is a
So
psychopath.
if you
though.
make a game with a photorealistic kid, you're gonna get all the pedos.
It's true. Same.
and not and not
The
everyone
logic
that's
don't work, bro.
not everyone that's a psychopath, not everyone that's prone to violence is a psychopath. They just
Sure.
so it could just be like, just want to kill someone.
Shout out the evil episode. Go watch that.
Yeah.
Sacrifice and that.
Yeah, please watch those segments. Yeah.
All right, quick then, just to round this off. How many of you would play the body cam game?
That being said, let's play. Let's play.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'd have to test it out, bro. I'd have to see what it's
Got
like. Like it's still a new experience in that sense. But if it's like too much for me, because I'm a pussy. With certain things, I am a pussy. So if it's too much for me, I'll be like, leave it.
But in that sense, it's
But-
not too different from like interactive movies, then, isn't it? Massa, I'm sure you've seen like those where it says
I haven't seen it.
it's
but
basically
yeah,
a movie that says, "Do you
Isn't
want to
there
go
a
this
Black
option,
Mirror
this option?"
episode like that?
yeah, yeah,
Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
good? I haven't seen it, but was it good?
I don't remember it, brother.
Oh.
Legit, I don't remember.
It's more memorable for being an interactive film than I've never heard anybody talk about flipping any character or plotline from that other than it's like interactive.
Legit
So
same.
yeah,
That would be mad. Imagine like a film or a TV series where that is real. That's real life cameras, right? So you're looking at the real world, and you
Yeah.
say, "All right, I press X to kill that guy instead of that guy."
yeah.
It's
I
called
mean,
the dark web.
yeah, actually,
anyone-
That's
yeah.
press
called the
X
deep
and
web.
give me 10 grand.
And then you drop some Binance, a bit of crypto, Binance, bro.
Has anyone?
I knew what you were trying to
Yo,
say.
Massa,
Yeah,
Massa,
Yeah.
have you heard of a movie called Hardcore Henry?
yeah. That's the first person movie, right?
Yeah. So in a sense, this
yeah.
is kind of like the opposite of that, where this is
Hardcore Henry.
I feel like I
Is
know
this Horrid
you know.
Henry BDSM?
no. It's like it's a movie, but it's made like a first-person video game, like a first-person
As a
shooter.
child.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm familiar with the film.
Yeah.
Familiar with the film. What's your point?
So the point is that is then if that was made where it's okay. So this is a video game that's almost like a movie, but if you got a movie that's like a video game, is
Yeah.
there an equivalence there? And does that make you if the movie is a really violent and it's set from a POV point of view, right? Does that make you more
That is a good point, you know.
focused into the violence or what?
I think so. I think that too, because you are in the shoes and you are. But are you choosing the actions of the character?
Nah, yeah, it's
in this as well?
purely a movie. It's on rails. You just watch it.
Nah, even in that case, then not as much as you actually choosing the action. In my opinion, choosing the actions of the character. If you're just watching it from a first person point of view, I think it's different to first person point of view and choosing what happens, like killing someone or not killing someone. I feel like it's making the active choice. I don't know.
I would say this as well. One more important distinction we should make is regards to this body cam game or any hyper realistic game. The thing is, it's not like it's sandbox, right? I mean, for all I know, let's just say it might be, but it's not like they just drop you in and they just expect you to kill people. There's a goal, right? You're trying to achieve something. Those are obstacles
That's
in the
true as
way.
well.
So, like at the same time, that's why I would play it, but I don't really like FPS shooter games. They're not my
But that could
first
go
come, first serve.
anywhere. Imagine body cam battle royale.
Yeah, but that is slightly sadistic. I would say that is slightly sadistic. I mean, I would watch it. I would 100% watch it. I'd have to look at
I would
it.
subscribe to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would subscribe to that. But I mean, would I then continue on watching it? I'm sure that element also. I don't know, but there's also you might be desensitized. Also, there is that element of you become desensitized. So it's a real tricky
True.
one.
That's
Because
that's naturally. Sorry, Karen, finish your point. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's natural. You're right. Go on.
No, I was gonna say exactly that in the sense that over time, I feel like this is just like the conversation. This is a great conversation because we're on the cusp of it. We're seeing
Yeah.
it for the first time, but in 10 to 15 years time, when it becomes the norm, I feel like desensitization will kick in, and it will just be the norm where it's like, oh, you played the new fucking Max Payne,
Yeah.
and yeah, it is what it is. Like people
Yeah.
are killing people.
If this is the first stage, I think when it really starts to get messed up is when you're playing this type of realism in VR.
Yeah,
I was. Yeah. I was
That's
thinking that.
so messed up, bro.
that's a
Yeah.
Black Mirror episode, bro.
That
Literally
is, but that's also combat training. I'm literally saying it's military combat training, bruv.
Literally.
It is. This is just
Literally.
technical for the military, bro. They're probably funding this. How much money you bet they're funding this game?
You never
odds
even
on?
know, bro.
Can they
I
fund our
bet
combo?
you. Yeah, I wish it.
Sponsor us, military.
No.
This is
Alright,
this is
I'd
reminding
rather
me
die
to-
than get sponsored with the military, bro.
Does anyone know the story of Tom Clancy?
Yes.
Okay,
Not really.
No.
Rav says his story at least.
bro,
twice a
it's
year.
so good. It's such a good story. Can we just end on this?
All right,
story?
let's round off the episode with this story.
Yeah.
All right. So
Tom.
basically, yeah, there was this guy called Tom. Okay, right. He was just a lowly, just a normal guy. Okay, but he had a hobby. Right. He was really interested in the military. Right. He was a military man at heart. You know, he was fascinated with war stories and weaponry and submarines and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So he decided one day that he was going to take his passion and he was going to write a book. Okay. So he just decided to write like a military modern warfare type of story. Okay. And you know, it didn't really do that well because no one knew about this guy. This is his first book and nothing really happened with it. Okay. And then randomly, whoever was the current president of the United States at the time went on a talk show. I think it might have been it was either Nixon or Reagan, right? But one of them, they went on a talk show, at one of these late night talk shows, and they were asking him, "Oh, like, you know, well, you have any hobbies at the moment?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm just reading this new book, actually, Tom Clancy." Right? Instantly, then the whole US was like, "Oh shit, I need to read this freaking book." All right, boom. Next day, million copies sold. Okay, right? This guy then randomly wakes up one morning, FBI is freaking knocking at his door. Okay, they're like, we need to arrest this guy. We need to interrogate him, okay? Because he's written this book, and inside this book, he has leaked secrets of the current stuff that freaking US like R&D military weaponry is working on. Like he knows all the future tech that the military is working on. So we need to know who inside the military has been leaking these secrets to this guy that he's written this book. And he was like, nah, bro, I just love the military so much that I just predicted that with the current state of the situation, what would you be R&D in next? And that's why I just wrote in this book. I just made it completely up. And he was absolutely right. That's exactly the stuff that the military was working on at the time.
That's actually insane.
That's how Tom Clancy got famous. And then he went on and made, all these kind of war stories and books and that kind of stuff. And then Ubisoft got the license to make games with him. And that's the story of Tom Clancy, man. What a freaking elite guy. Imagine being so amazing at something that you can basically like predict the future exactly as it's happening. That's ridiculous.
That is so cool. That is
Can't
insane.
lie.
He's
Can't
almost
lie.
as good as an octopus predicting the World Cup winner.
True.
To be
True.
fair.
Also, can't lie. I bet you Tom Clancy had a source. That's
You
just
reckon?
me.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, that's just me. He's a book writer, bro. Like, are you surprised if an illustrator has a source?
Maybe.
President was in on it. He was leaking it.
President. The funny thing is, the president knew about it before the military. That's what's the funniest thing of this whole story.
Yeah, no FBI agent asked him, "Hey, what are you reading?"
Innit? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Maybe Secret Service. That's why. But, yeah.
That is too funny.
So
Oh,
what
that's
he's
actually
telling
sick,
me, for us to be discovered, we need Rishi Sunak to shout us out. That's what I'm
There you
hearing.
go, mate. Well, we need to know what are the
Rishi?
government secrets. We need to discuss them on this pod before anyone else knows them. And then Rishi needs to be like, yo, I've just listened to this Atypical podcast.
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I like that.
I think we need to
Let's
get
do
in
that.
with Rishi's wife. That's what it is.
Okay, on that
Right.
note, thank you for listening to another episode of the Atypical podcast. Hope you enjoyed this one. Look out for the social media when we promote this. Bunch of episodes and segments that will come out soon. Thank you to Rav for joining us because Hamzah decided to go on holiday.
Leave
let
a
us
comment
know.
if you want to see me again.
Yeah, let us know if you enjoy the episode. Let us know if you enjoy us bringing on new guests, and we'll definitely make sure we do more of that. And please submit to the anonymous form because no one does it, and I'm starting to get triggered. Okay.
Also,
So,
shout us
on
out
that
if you
note-
want to be featured. But you gotta bring something to the pod.
No. We're not
An
doing this,
audience
bro.
member.
We're not
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this.
Listen, they
You're them peasants, bro.
Yeah,
you know what? They're peasants. You want leave a comment down below if you're a peasant.
All right, let us know. We'll bring the audience on to do our own version of Graham Norton's Red Chair. Yeah, everyone can say a story, and
And
if
then
it's
piss
good,
off.
we'll keep you in. If not, we'll kick you out.
I like that.
All right.
Just let me know beforehand
Thanks
where
for
your
listening.
address is, and I'll come and flip your chair.
Okay, bye bye.
Oh